Yo, what's going on everybody? Xanthus Vice here, and we are back again with more Punishing Gray Raven. I know I did some of it earlier, but I wanted to continue because, like I said, I want to at least try to finish this floating record before I reach the whole year playing the game. Again, no particular reason, but just to commemorate it, you know? So we had started off with Wanchi's floating record, and I gotta say, it is really good so far. It really is kind of building up to this whole thing, especially since it is also building up to a lot of other characters too. Um, to Melvy, to Shorthalt, who else? And a lot of the other, and Wanju as well. It's just very interesting seeing it all like connect this way, one way or another, and or it kind of puts in different kind of themings, whether it's like being able to decide your own fate and the impact of lies, or again trying to understand what is like being morally right, like what everyone would choose, or is that just too much wishful thinking and such. But yeah, we're gonna continue with this. I'm hoping I can at least get to like 70 something percent at the very least tonight, because I'm just gonna do this for like about 2 hours or so, just to have enough done by the time we move on. But also seeing how it kind of mixes in with the current situation that, yeah, Shortheart was involved with the Ascendance experiments when he last was here. Again, I'm assuming he had to deal with the deserters, similar to like what the Purifying Force does, but when he tried to, he ended up getting captured instead. And again, what I'm assuming happened here is that he was the original test subject for imbuing a spirit or a mind with an egg, right? Like one birth from Cthulhu. Before they attempted to do it with the commandant, they needed to make sure it's like, does it work? Is the logic solid for it? So my assumption is that they had actually used a Shorthalt as like a test to see, is it actually possible what I'm doing right now? Or have I reached that stage where there won't be any other implications or negative consequences? Or, I mean, negative effects that come from it. Keeping demons. So yeah, we learned a bit more of what happened to Wanju when she left Babylonia, now working here. A bit more about the kids who were taking part in all this, in a horrifying experiment of turning kids into constructs and then using them as tests, or as like lab rats. But Wanju's still doing it for the sake of Wanju, so it's like, it really is hard to like actually like judge her, right? Because don't get me wrong, it's still morally wrong, but she sacrificed everything just to wake up Wanju with no guarantee. Today's when Theodore and Aviana will undergo modifications and testing. Researchers have high expectations for both children. Bring them in. Theodore hasn't been doing well lately. I suggest we wait a little longer. Wait a while longer? Dr. Pickman's team has been preparing for this new direction for quite some time. We've already verified Theodore and Aviana's physical examination data. Everything checks out. And again, yeah, it's like, Dr. Pickman is like, I'm pretty sure I do remember us talking about him, but I don't remember which part of like Kurno schemes he was involved in. What are you waiting for? Don't tell me you've grown attached to these children. There's no point in waiting any longer. Besides, today you'll be allowed into the lab. What do you need me to do? We will attempt to migrate a construct's mind into a new vessel. As for you, do you see that connection device? Researcher points to the massive cold apparatus in the center lab. Oh, this room. We need someone to establish an early connection with the vessel. We've all heard about what you did during your research at Babylonia. How you attempted to connect with a construct despite the risk of neural damage. I do have some experience. Though this is exactly what number 56 has been... what 56 has been hoping for. Instincts tell her something isn't right. You're familiar with these two test subjects, and Dr. Pickman believes you'll have higher compatibility with their observation. These test subjects are valuable. I suppose Dr. Pickman wants to play it safe. Aviana is the first to be brought in. She's already crying, noisily trying to make the adult holding her let go. After seeing a stern warning glance, she bites her lip and falls silent, fighting back her tears. Theodore is next. Though appearing more composed than Aviana, he too is pulled by his restraints toward another lab meant for modifications. Soon both labs begin operating simultaneously. Transparent tubes containing connect the tiny bodies to the life support equipment necessary for their survival during the modification process. 56 sits outside the sealed lab, watching the scene inside through the transparent protective window. As Aviana struggles against her restraints, Theodore manages to force a weak smile at 56. 56? To be honest, I'm a little scared too. Seems to have more to say to 56. He tries to reach out his hand, but a restraining suit prevents his arms from moving. Relax. You all show excellent affinity with tantalum 193 copolymer. General anesthesia cannot be administered during construct modification surgery. At the very first decision, Aviana begins to... What? They can't even get anesthesia? What the fuck, man? That's... Even if I did have knowledge in the medicine and surgery field, it's like, I would not be comfortable doing that. Like, no. It's like, I just feel so bad about it. 56 and all the researchers present witness this heart-wrenching modification procedure. He watches the two kids are gradually... I can't even describe all this. Like, it actually just makes my skin crawl a bit. And before they're it's already being reshaped into something new. Oh, God. The reconstruction takes several hours. Only when Theodore and Aviana are reborn in their new form do the observers finally breathe a sigh of relief. Did the modifications work? As people exchange hushed cheers, a man in a white lab coat enters the lab. Dr. Pickman! Oh, no. Right. Pickman is actually Kugawa Kurino's alias, right? Right. I forgot. Yeah, because not everyone knew who Kugawa Kurino actually looked like, but he did go by a different name on Babylonia and such. Pickman watches with satisfaction the small construct in the isolation chamber slowly adjust their visual modules, while the woman on the other side stares back at him. As expected, these two are our finest subjects. We can proceed to the next phase. Several people followed behind Pickman quickly enter the lab and begin preparing their protective suits, while Pickman continues his conversation with 56. So I remember your name from Babylonia. I wasn't wrong. Entrusting you with this mission was the right choice. You built a great rapport with the children. Do you know what this connection device is capable of? I know you want to try the connection method that's safer and more convenient than the remote connection pod. But in its current state, I'd say it's nowhere near what you envisioned. That's right. We still can't get rid of this bulky connection device. But this goes beyond mere connection experiments. I want to try so much more. This device is capable of far more than you can imagine. The researcher takes out a long probe stabbing into 56's spine. Our monitoring patches are also attached to her human body. All of these children have varying degrees of mind irregularities. We engineered them to be like that. The mind disorders in those children, Iman's missing memory data, even Seven's random periods of unconsciousness, all of these were artificially induced. Researcher's words echo in 56's mind. Until he looks up, her gaze fixed on the two children in the lab. Is this your new experiment? Who's the vessel? Whose mind are you planning to transfer? By answering 56's questions, Pickman activates the connection device. It's safer than the remote connection pod, but you'll still enter a sleep-like state during the connection process. Try to relax as much as possible. Pickman. As consciousness gradually slips away and even the white lights at the ceiling fade to darkness, Pickman's words still linger in the air. I was the one who invited you here because I admire your spirit in volunteering yourself for the experiment. Besides myself, you treat all these children equally. I can tell they've grown quite attached to you. I believe we share the same feelings for these children. You would make the perfect guide for them. From here on, you only need to focus on observation and guidance. 756 was connected to Aviana's mind. Beneath the foreign human consciousness, data streams ebb and flowed like tides. Perhaps due to recent modifications, Aviana's mind remains unstable. 56 wades through the data, searching through the vast, pristine space. The true construct's mind is indeed vastly different from the artificial one she painstakingly crafted. Aviana? A tiny white figure stands motionless ahead. 56's call, she turns her head with childlike curiosity. The moment she turns around, a sharp pain strikes 56 where the brain chip is implanted. Aviana, how are you feeling? 56? Where am I? Sudden calmness worries 56. 56 will never forget how the child had just been crying until her voice went hoarse. Perhaps when all tears are shed and all blood is drained, there will be no more pain. This is your mind. Is this my place? Then what is he? She crouches down, picks up something from the seat, turns around to show 56 what she's holding in her arms. The small child's arms lies an even tinier infant, sleeping peacefully with eyes tightly shut. 56 did this, didn't you? You two look alike. Perhaps stirred by Aviana's voice, the infant opens his eyes for the first time, revealing golden irises identical to 56's. Aviana stands on tiptoes and places the winking infant in 56's arms. Hold him. He's yours. I won't tell anyone. The older kids told me that people outside can't see what's in the mind, so don't worry. Oh right, do you know what class they're making Theodore and me take today? Aviana, you are a vessel. 56 is muttering, but I know. Theodore will be sent here. Aviana points at the endless expanse where the silhouette of another boy can be seen. But they won't succeed. Audrey feels a chill run down her spine as she looks at Aviana's expression, innocent yet completely devoid of emotion. It hurts. I'm scared. Theodore? Someone. Anyone. Help me. It hurts. Following Theodore's sudden scream, a crimson wave surges from his direction, threatening to devour everything in its path. 56's thoughts are violently ripped from the mind. Vision blurs and a cacophony of noise fills the air. Wait, hold off on the next step. The punishing is about to exceed the concentration limit. No, wait, it already did. The needle wound monitors rapidly swings past the safe zone, prompting the men watch the cages to immediately slam down the nearest emergency button. Terminate 56's connection. Activate the emergency protocol. We cannot let Aviana be contaminated as well. Terminate the transfer process. Okay. Researchers around Theodore are well prepared, wearing thick protective suits. Through their goggles, all eyes are fixed on the punishing infected construct as the metal restraints are slowly tightened. The corruptor struggles against the restraints, turning apart as a researcher cries out in alarm. The emergency protocols have failed. We can't contain it. Stop right now. Everyone out. Don't open the door. The punishing concentration in there is far beyond what we can handle. He's gone haywire. Abandon the test subject. Everyone evacuate. Do not approach this lab. What about us? Corrupted begins to struggle, his body emitting a red glow. As amounts of punishing energy pierce through the protective suits, corroding away the skin of the nearest researchers. Through her blurred vision, 56 watches one lab descends into hell, while the other people hastily evacuate Aviana. Pickman calmly observes the tragedy unfolding in the lab. Seeming dissatisfied with the results, he prepares to leave. Hold off on disposing of the corrupted. Salvage whatever equipment we can recover first, and we'll deal with Aviana's situation later. Thank you all for your hard work today. Remember to mark Aviana with a check. She did well today, too. While others watch Pickman's departure in terror, 56 remains motionless, her eyes fixed intensely on the corrupted behind a transparent window. Don't leave. 56's hands tremble. She's achieved what she set out to do. At the scene before her smothers any trace of joy that success might bring. Theodore was the most obedient one, doing anything she asked just to hear her say that he was a good boy. He instinctively stays close to her. 56 can feel his deep trust and dependence. Even today, she too was thrown into the experiments like a lab rat. She's now on the children's side, at their eye level, forced to look up at the hands of the researchers from the outside world, as they are too powerless to resist. this moment, frozen in shock and fear, she finally realizes what really has stained her hands. She too is among those who have been pushing the lab rats into the abyss. The researchers rarely speak of that experiment. The depth of their colleagues have cast dark shadows over everyone's hearts. After witnessing the horrors of the corrupted firsthand, they've grown more wary of the constructs, imposing stricter activity schedules, conducting more frequent mind scans, and even reinforcing the cultivation area's gates. The 56 who participated in that experiment herself appears unchanged, remaining as silent as ever. No one wants to approach this distant woman, as if humans who are living among the lab rats are no different from the rats themselves. 56 is the guy that Dr. Pickman specifically asked for. The final results proved him right. The researcher reports the experimental data with trembling hands. Compared to standard infection rates, they discovered that 56 helped Theodore's mind resist corruption for 7 additional seconds. From then on, 56 becomes the connector responsible for stabilizing test subjects' mind. None of the subjects resist their presence, and almost none are marked with 3 X's or discarded anymore. A period of stability follows. Test subjects continue to have their regular episodes of mind illness. Check marks are placed on the record sheets after each experiment, and the lab rats return to the cultivation area to live their lab rat lives exactly as arranged by the researchers. "56, it's my turn for a lesson today. Iman, you can come closer." Oh, so that's what this space is. Oh, I see. No, so this must be what Wan Chi really sees, right? It's not really all just a complete dream. It's like his mom is actually there. But it's just he's not physically there. But his mind is. Probably because, again, the same kind of program experiment is being held here. Considering it deals with the mind. Iman, the most mature of the children, has always been wary of 56. Even now he keeps his distance, eyes fixed intently at a small boy with closed eyes beside 56. "His name is Wan Chi. You don't like him? Then why would you come closer? Are you afraid of me? I never really quite know who you are. I never felt scared while I'm here." Points to his own chest, even though the flesh and blood heart there has long since been replaced. "Why?" "Because you seem like a kind person." "A kind person? You smile at us sometimes, listen to what we say, and never cut us off when we talk. When the adults outside criticize us, you come to take us away. At bedtime, you hum songs for us. When Aviana's scared of the dark, you let her hug you for a while. You're the kindest adult I've ever met. The truth is, I don't know any proper lullabies. I just make them up as I go. As for everything else, I've never done any of it before. I only started because the children asked me to. And you're the first adult who's ever listened to what we wanted. Aviana told me that those adults took away more of my memory data again last time. I've known you for 3 days this time. You've been like this the whole time. If I could know you for 30 days, I might even stand next to you now. Come here, Iman. Take your time. Come closer to me. There's nothing to be afraid of." From the mind, Iman takes 2 tiny steps forward, but he barely moves at all. "I can give you a hug, if you'd like." 56 doesn't know what the children like best. She knows that when given a hug, they become more cooperative and make fewer mistakes during the experiments. "No matter what happens out there will always be open arms here waiting for you." No matter how mature he tries to act, Iman's still just a child. After a moment's hesitation, he chooses to believe in the embrace, even if this trust will only last 3 days. But Iman doesn't really like Wan Chi, just a parasite, since he must stay away from whenever Wan Chi is conscious. 56 doesn't want Wan Chi to see this place's true owner. Iman could tell that 56 loves Wan Chi more, and that makes him jealous. It seems all the other children have taken quite a liking to this little brother. Ah, I see. Another ordinary day. Aviana is the child coming in for her lesson today. Be careful. Don't let Wan Chi see you. He'll remember everything. For Aviana's mind, she sits on the hillside with 56, watching a white-haired boy playing by the shore below. Seeing us might scare him, so we'll make sure to stay well hidden. Ariana glances at the unsightly joints in her body and cautiously studies 56's expression. Only after confirming that 56 is in a bad mood does she dare to speak. His fingers were hurt. I'm sorry. It was my fault. Your fault? Yeah, it took a test tube last time and it broke. It was an accident. So he touched it too. He touched the weed-ons in that wheat field below and got pricked. Did he tell you before that he touched the seawater? It was me. I touched the culture medium. I want to know what it tasted like. And that's not all. Everything that child sees, even the sunlight, is fake. The harsh laboratory lights overhead became the sun, and every sunny day marks another experiment between 56 and the test subjects. It's okay. Really? He's not angry at me? 56 recalls a recent evening. She was sitting in the cultivation area organizing the day's logs, listening to the children's cheerful bedtime chatter. That night, the children's conversation centered around a child named Wanshi. I like 56 the most, and 56 likes Wanshi the most, so I like Wanshi too. With him here, I won't be the youngest anymore. Can he be my little brother? Aviana, stop talking. Last time 56 used the connection lines to show him flowers. Now we can recognize several different types. Oh, really? What kind of flowers? A daisy? I don't know either. Holds up a metal buckle from the restraints, directing a question to 56 in the distance. 56? How about using this one as our next insect? Sitting under the light, 56 nods toward the darkened section of the room. Oh, so that was the insect. 56's permission, the other children follow suit, one by one. Prepare to bring out their treasures, joining 56 in crafting a beautiful dream for the boy. Another girl lets out a giggle from within the darkness. It's like we're giving him lessons. If only we could talk to him. These children have never known the war for parental love. In the harsh underground lab, they can only learn a faint semblance of love from 56. 56's love is simple. Simple for them to imitate. All they need to do is love the child named Wanshi. Though they'll never have the chance to grow up, they've learned to love the youngest child as siblings, and parents would. 56, are you in deep thought? I zoned out. Aviana, I want to transmit everything that's happening here in its most complete form. I can't establish contact with the outside world, but I can try to preserve everything that's happening here in someone's memory. There's someone out there, connected to me in a different way. Is it Wanshi? I don't understand, but whatever you do, it must be right. Oh, right. I have a question for you. I'm not the only one who wants to know. Since I'm the one having class today, everyone thought I should ask you. What is it? Can we call you Mom? After a long moment of contemplation, 56 finally nods her head. Okay. But you'll have to do something in return. From now on, you'll follow all of my instructions. Starting today, sharpen the buckles on your restraining straps. Make them as sharp as possibly can. Ah, so that was her who told them to do that. Dr. Pickman believes Theodore still has value, so he keeps Theodore locked away in that sealed lab. Researchers always avoid this room and leave everyone passing by to keep their heads down, refusing to look at the corrupted inside. Really? Dude, what the fuck? Fuck you, Pickman. 56 believes that while others see Theodore as a fearsome demon, what they're doing is essentially raising that very demon. Meanwhile, 56 quietly prepares a plan of her own. She calls out and invites the children, guiding them across a meadow toward her. In their minds, she offers them a momentarily comforting embrace, and a gentle voice tells them what must be done. From this day forward, no one will ever be abandoned again. The people outside will tell you to gather all your toys in one place, but you can secretly hide some of them. You have the power to resist them. With these toys, you can fight back. When I give the warning signal, this is what you must do. She presses her own neck against one of the sharpened toys. Thrust it in and slash. That's all you need to do. Now they have a mother. They're no longer mere test subjects with numbers that can be discarded at will. Just kids who never even seen the outside world, trained to become soldiers connected together by one umbilical cord. They're all demons. Renegade 56 is created. What the fuck? Can ants kill elephants? Toys a kaleidoscope. Damn, that's crazy.
ただあの子を救いたい。救わないといけないの。けれど、子供たちはどうなるの？誰が彼らを救えるの？
まだ少しめまいがする。ここはまだ調べてないエリアだ。
Wanchi, you've been taking risks the whole day.
このチャンスを逃すと、もう二度と見つからないかもしれないと思って。とりあえず研究所の奥まで来れたし、このまま進めよ
う。Yes, you probably don't need a reminder, but let's make sure we stay connected. And if anything comes up, stop and wait for Rosetta and me to join you. Stay safe. But yeah, it is interesting because again, it's like Wanchi's actually just doing this all on his own. He's not usually like that. He likes to play cool or only does what decides best for the team, but really is just doing his own
う。あ
thing.
の体、半分壊されているのか。追いかけよう。またシュトロールのキャンディーだ。なんて手がかりだ。このまま追いかけたら、シュトロール、君の首を絞めることになるのかな。
A candy won't explode. Sing you a song. So, right. So, right. Okay. Yeah, I know I see this. Fine. Yeah, boy. Good.
これは当時の研究員たち。
子供を使って実験するなんていつか問題になるぞ。
偽善は結構。あなたこれまでどれだけの実験品を片付けてきたの？今さら何を心配してるんだか。ここにいる
僕はもういい。仕事を続けよう。全然終わりゃしない。
I mean, to be fair, it's like, yeah, you did sign up for the job and you continued it knowing what you did. I mean, I'm not saying it's bad to grow conscious, but it's like, it's pretty hard to kind of deny what's like, it's gone on for this long.
これは056が見たもの。これが僕のまだいける。弱点見つけたよ。
おい、何しに来た？ここはお前の管轄じゃないだろう。
実験室に行くのよ。
もう一度言うかい？お前には権限がない。お前の仕事は実験データを処理することだったか？違うよな。
056は研究所での行動を制限されていたのか。彼女を阻んでいるのは誰だ？
I guess probably Pikmin, right? But yeah, it's like, if If that was the case, why even want her? Well, then again, I guess he did kind of need her as like a vessel, or I guess like the go-between the kids and the Mind Project, or I mean Project Recall. So I guess that probably is like the reason, right? Otherwise, why even have her in the first place?
状況を把握で逃げも隠れもさせないよ。じゃあ状況を把握できてるかな。これが僕の選択だ。通信が切れた。
何しに来た？
新しい仕事よ。電力システムの監視を頼まれたの。
何をほざいてやがる。お前の後ろの空なんだ。まさか誰かと通信してるのか？も
う黙って。
本気で逆らう気なのか？
こんな日が来るのは分かっていたでしょ。
セルゴール君、あの人たちはゼノマナを連れて行こうとしてる。
泣かないで。警報が鳴ったらすぐに動くのよ。まずは電力システムを壊しなさい。
できたよ。モンバは眠ってる。もう行ってもいい？
セキュリティシステムも解除済み。でも予備電源があるはず。予備電源が起動する前に子供たちをここから連れ出さないと。
My mind is overloaded and my visuals are gone. As I collapse, my glove detects a metal casing by touch alone. A name tag marked 56, heavily worn and torn off her force. It's ice cold to the touch. She wears that cold name tag. Maybe she can cut away one more piece of her conscience.
もう誰も捨てられることはないって言ってたのに。でも、もう寝てるよ、ママ。まだ人がいる。おもちゃを出すんだ。ナイフを持て。
056は成功したのか。
There are way too many enemies. What else can I do?
これがストロール？
Wait, no, I need this. No, let me take this. God damn it. No, I need this. Fine. Let's see what's going on here.
もう子供たちはいないんだ。これは幻覚だ。どうして赤潮が。違う、幻覚。僕の意識界が。
人格データを残しておいたから忘れることはないわ。起きなさい。
Mine completely collapses after a tempestuous storm. Archer doesn't resist, submitting quietly to its depths. All memory data deeply buried in the whirling void breaks free at once. Type B and C backtrack error. Type D visual data convergence. Warning, mind usage exceeds baseline threshold. Reboot failed. Hovers above the spiral of memory data. Shards of light illuminate one by one around him. The truth buried deep within this place encircles him like a shattered kaleidoscope, veiling its final records. Everything he had forgotten and all the memories that 56 had tried to convey to him finally become whole in this moment. What I forgot. These are 56's memories. Experiences sink directly to me. He reaches his hand out, attempting to touch the nearest shard. The shard reflects a blinding light from years past. Ah, so that's what was hidden from him. These are memories that he shouldn't have been able to access, but exist. Oh yeah, and she said she wanted to send out something for Wanshi. I've shut down the power system. 56 stands still, a German demolition hammer in hand, breathing heavily. Just moments ago, she killed the staff in here. No time to mess around here. There's still backup power. 56 raises the demolition hammer, bringing it down again and again on the backup power console. Sparks fly until the final trace of light is smashed in the darkness. The screaming alarms fall silent. The children are waiting for me. 56's hands tremble as she conceals a weapon at her side, restored to cultivation zone. The terminal she used to contact the children has gone silent. Can't be sure of their safety anymore. After all, her plan to smuggle the test subjects out of the research facility has been exposed. Why did the power suddenly go out? And what's with the alarm? Quick, the backup power! That lab needs consistent power. Oh, the one keeping Theodore in, right? So our researchers rush past in panic, but 56 silently walks against their flow into the darkness. Wait a second, which lab are you from? What are you doing here? The researcher approaches, sweeping a handheld light across 56's face. You're from Project 5, right? I think I remember you. The one who connects with those test subjects. Yes, that's me. I was just heading to check on the cultivation area. If there's anything you need help with, I'd be glad to assist. Who cares about those test subjects right now? It's absolutely not the time to be hung up on that. Come with us. We need to activate the backup power in all experiment zones. They're still punishing in that sealed lab. If anything happens to it, we're dead. Having failed to slip away, 56 tightens her grip on the weapon. She lacks the strength to take down anyone else. The risk might be too great. What are you sitting around for? Hey, she's got something in her hand. She shouts and points at 56's hand and lunges forward to seize her weapon. I knew something was wrong with her. No wonder Dr. Pickman revoked her clearance. 56 takes 2 steps back, muscles testing her arm as she raises her weapon with all her might. When her weapon plunges, the researcher in front all bursts into screams of agony. White figures emerge from the shadows without warning, hunting on their victims with thin raised arms, stabbing again and again. Get away! Blood splatters and it slowly trickles down to Construct's mouth's smooth synthetic skin. Test subjects wielding sharp weapons from unknown sources mercilessly eliminate the lives before them. As casually as they dispose of other test subjects in a dump. Aviana. That's enough, Aviana. Stop! Yamal wraps his arms around the screaming Aviana, whose eyes are squeezed shut, pulls her away from the fresh corpse. I remember him. He took Joshua and the others away. Just now he tried to take 702. Aviana sheds no tears, opens her eyes to the gruesome scene before her, and then steals a timid glance at 56. And he wanted to stop Mom. I couldn't let him. It's okay. It's okay. Yamal hugs Aviana while peeling away the wax coating with the crayon in her hand, creating a sharp metal spike with him. 56. We sharpened the restraint buckles like you told us to. Aviana hid in the gaps between bedboards. I hid inside the crayons, and so did they. There's the group of test subjects behind them, and silent gripping tightly on their only weapon, 56's ultimate command. The alarm went off, but you didn't show up as promised. Said the gatekeepers came to check on us. They discovered our weapons and tried to lock us up. So we took care of them. As 56 remains silent for what feels like an eternity, fear begins to grip on me. 56? Are you mad? No. Did we do the right thing? She avoids answering directly and orders all test subjects to roll up their sleeves. Feel your upper arm. There should be a small lump under the skin. Can you find it? Cut it open and extract what's inside. No complaints about pain. The bionic skin parts suddenly, as the tracking chips are extracted from their bodies. Destroy it. All tracking chips are violently smashed against the ground and crushed under little feet. Oh, okay, good. I thought I missed an exit thing. Backtrack. The surrounding kaleidoscope shards fade to darkness. Silhouettes within dissipate with them. The one Wan Chi touched also fades to darkness as 56 leads the test subjects down a dimly lit corridor. He grasps at thin air, catching nothing. No. I haven't seen what happened to 56 and the others. He hasn't seen how things will end for 56 and the kids. Did they really get out? Suddenly, a bullet tears through the air, cutting across his field of vision. Don't touch it. Though a voice deep within refuses to accept the final truth, he still reaches out. The moment the bullet makes contact, searing pain shoots through Wan Chi's head as it pierces through. Following the pain, memories fall back to Wan Chi. Visions of the abandoned research facility. After making sure they have no trackers, 56 quickly leads the children to the cultivation area and they slip out its back door, through a section the children had never seen before. Some start falling behind, but the others grip their hands tightly, pulling them along as they stumble forward. Where are we going? The junkyard. Why there? Stay quiet for now. Oh, right, because there's some sunlight you can see, right? So it must be like a hatch you can get out of. So 56 leads them to a door, activates the control panel or access card, and lets out a visible sigh of relief. Fortunately, no one cares about security clearance for this place. It's open to reveal a clear sky night, or night sky. Moonlight spills across the disposal leaf, illuminating the identification codes marked on each corpse. Recognizing former companions among the dead, the children keep their distance. There could have been a better plan. They caught on to my attentions. If you don't leave now, you'll never get another chance. And take this mechanoid with you. I programmed it to locate another chip that will lead to Wan Chi. The real Wan Chi. Alright, everyone inside. 56 forcefully pushes the children into the junkyard. No other doors in this world will open for you now. This is the path you must take. Mom? Don't call me that anymore. Just go. I knew what kind of experiments this facility was conducting, but I came anyway, because I wanted to use your mind to save my own child. Are you just like the other grown-ups? Then why are you helping us? Why? On the night before leaving Babylonia, after Melvi departs, she returns to sit by Wan Chi's sickbed. They say you'll be like this for the rest of your life. And you're lucky you'll find release in a few years. Call me selfish, but I want you to live. To wake up, experience a full human life just like everyone else. The wiring of machines is heard in the ward. A long time ago, the child would have smiled and responded, even without him saying anything. There's nothing left. That place is a hell. There's no return once you step in. And I'm exactly like what Melvi said. Just another ruthless lunatic. The alarm suddenly blares and puts everyone on edge. Go, Iman. You need to lead them away from here. Don't underestimate the people in this facility. They're formidable. Even in the junkyard, they'll find ways to stop you. The further you run now, the better your chances of survival. You can escape safely then. When it comes to what happens after the escape, 56 falls silent. What comes after? Will they be taken away by other organizations? If they join the military, will they be sent straight to the battlefield? Depends on how the people outside treat them. Nurture them like children or exploit them as resources. Anyway, get going first. Amidst blaring alarms, 56 shoves the constructs into the junkyard. Climb the mountain of corpses, stepping up fallen seeds of life, reaching desperately for the moonlight above. The kid notices 56 falling behind and calls out. All eyes turn to the woman lingering motionless at the door. 56? Aren't you coming with us? At first, all I cared about was saving Wan Chi and Wan Chi alone. But only when I stood in front of the cliff and saw hell for what it truly was, did I finally understand what I had done. Melvi was right. I do need to atone. If someone has to remain in the swamp to lift you all out, then I'm the one who deserves to sink. 56 picks up the bloodstained demolition hammer and heads toward the sealed lab. I willingly step into the depths of hell. 56 enters a familiar room. Surprisingly, all traces of the chaos have vanished. The bloodstains on the isolation chamber windows have been thoroughly cleaned away. No hint remains of the researchers' desperation as they were left to die inside. Theodore, housed within, instinctively lunges at the transparent window when he spots someone screeching at 56. 56 hears the click of a bullet being chambered behind her. She knows who it is without turning around. Pikmin. So you'd even experiment on infected constructs too. What are you researching this time? Theodore was a good kid. He needs this level of control. And the regret crosses Pikmin's face. I thought we shared the same feelings about these children. But it seems you've been using these experiments as an excuse to do unnecessary things. What do you gain from letting them escape? You even incite them to murder, turning them into criminals. The way you're nurturing these children will introduce significant variables into the experiment. Besides me, you're the second person here to call the test subjects children. I find that ironic. 56 points to the experiment chamber beside them, where Theodore, transformed into a monster by the punching virus, is kept in captivity. I won't deny it. They are my children too. People outside already know about every experiment conducted here. You want to escape punishment. No, right, yes, because, what was it? Wasn't Pikmin also the one who had done that to, like, stuff to Elisa and, her sister, basically? Right? That is the same guy, isn't it? Or was it a different person? I forget. It's been a while. 56 raises the demolition hammer. Used into the future, the one who receives these memories can no longer stay still, reaching out in desperation to stop what's coming. The punishing virus concentration inside is very high. Picking open now means... His hand passed through the phantom image. He can't hold on to anything. No. The piercing pain in his head keeps intensifying. Archie's mind has reached its limit, one step away from being torn to shreds. Even knowing this is the past, knowing this ending is inevitable. Delirious with pain, Watcher refuses to give up. His hands desperately wave through the air where the demolition hammer hangs, trying in vain to prevent its descent. Stop. His words came out as an incoherent mumble, too faint even for himself to hear. To whom should these words stop be said? At what point in time would they have made any difference? Was it before Recall Team 4 disbanded? Before Wanchu lost her way? Before Pikmin? Before Kugawa Kurino arrived at this research facility? Was it before those children were modified into test subjects? Or even before they were born? Finally, Wanchi lowers his hands, knowing he can only stand by and watch. Stays at 56, lips trembling, and finally calls out that name. Doesn't expect her to hear it. He just wants to call out to her one last time, like the child he once was in his dreams. Wanchu. But the Wanchu of the past erased the demolition hammer. You want to destroy the entire research institute? He immediately backs away, distinguishing himself in a chamber containing the corrupted specimens. I'll do everything in my power to ensure you die here. But even if you manage to escape, one day, Pikmin, you'll die at the hands of your precious children. Once she brings down the demolition hammer, Pikmin pulls the trigger. The isolation window shatters into pieces, scattering shards across the floor. The highly concentrated punching virus surges from the lab, instantly corrupting half of Wanchu's face. Meanwhile, a bullet fires from Pikmin's gun. In this area of advanced mechanoid technology and constructs, this bullet can't penetrate even the most common armor plate. It spins as it slowly pieces through the woman's flesh, blood vessels, and bones, but exits her body, leaving a blackened crater of the facility's metal wall. The shot pierces through Wanchu's head. As she falls, her hair cascades onto the floor, blood flowing from her mouth and staining their strands red. The pain from the pierced head radiates through every fiber of his being. The disruption in Wanchu's mind finally reaches a level beyond his endurance. So tired. Storgo sees as he finally collapses. Wanchi collapses somewhere in the abandoned research facility. Unsure of his exact location. Before Death claims it completely, he spares one last thought for something that probably no longer concerns him. The command the others said they would catch up. Only a brief moment has passed between splitting up the chase that corrupted and the cultivation area and his collapse. Communication device by the ear crackles with static, and her voice is becoming indistinct. Can you still find me? As he drifts into eternal sleep in his haze, he feels all is but a lucid dream. Damn. Fuck. So that's what happened. Obscured. He'll never be 16. I hear we're getting another batch of newcomers today. You always get so excited at times like these, Professor. Of course, seeing all these young people so talented and passionate about medicine. I should cherish these moments before retirement. Could this be your secret to staying young? Oh, good morning, Dr. Little One. Still sporting those dark circles under your eyes, I see. Morning. No need to call me doctor. I'm still an intern. You're still Dr. Little Wan for now. Once you get your certification, you'll be Dr. Wanshi. Actually, you've been interning at Star Life for quite some time. When do you think you'll be certified? Decided on the department yet? I'm not sure yet. Haven't really thought it through. Bakuris glances at the ID badge on Wanshi's chest. So you're the star student that every department's fighting over. The multitasking monster, the exam deity. The one who's so dedicated he'd evolved past the need for sleep. Wanshi. Don't just blurt out the silly names like that. What else? Study hall gatekeeper? The wish granting machine? Me? That's not all. I heard you're shadowing a pediatrician. This affects your final decision you might want to reconsider. Pediatrics is exhausting work. Also, remember to balance work and rest. Keep burning the midnight oil like this and you'll age faster than you look. Or than you'd like. Sorry to make you worry. I'm not burning myself out. The doctor who used to take care of me here did the same thing. Go on, get back to work. If I keep talking, your supervisor will come looking for me. A glad figure nods and hurries away while Hippocrates bows his head and pulls his material. Wait, what? Oh, my bad. I guess I got confused. We never have enough time to chat. Professor, how's Wanchi doing? He's one of the top students in medical school, you know? Nothing particularly unusual. Just a young one working too hard because they're overeager. What's he in such a hurry for? What's pushing Wanshi? Every time he looks at his reflection, he sees dark circles under his eyes. A reminder of his desperate pursuit to absorb every bit of knowledge within reach. Why? Is it the desire to become a pediatrician like Melvi? Is her pain inherent was becoming an irreversible regret? Or is it because he sees his younger self in these children at the ward, and genuinely wishes for their swift recovery? Or perhaps it's because every moment he allows himself to relax, he's reminded that Pello and the others are still fighting underground. He isn't sure, but he remembers Shorthold's advice. You don't know what to do next. Focus on what's right in front of us, or in front of you. For you, it means attending medical school and saving lives at the graduation. There's always more to learn, always more work to do. You won't have time to think about anything else. Let's take it one step at a time. Become a doctor first. Or better yet, why not become an even better doctor than Melvi? Don't overthink things. Just become a doctor first. So open the ward doors one at a time. That's enough. Just open the ward door. Wanchi's here. I got here first. Wanchi, I saved up 2 wish cards yesterday. I haven't decided what to trade them for. I got one too. I'm gonna trade it for the newest Mecha Girl stickers. Once Quiet Ward suddenly springs to life as children well enough to walk gather around. Who gave you all these wish cards while I was away? Since you were finally taking a break yesterday and these kids were behaving so well, the doctor on duty handing out some cards on your behalf. Mako got 2 of them too. She looks to the only boy still confined to bed in the ward. He smiles at him gently and points to 2 colorful cards beside his pillow. Mako was especially quiet during his IV drip, and even reminded the nurse not to forget the medicine. Vivian was just as good. She stuck to our agreement of watching only 2 episodes of Mecha Girls before bed. They've both been very responsible. Thanks for taking care of everything. After Natalie leaves, Wachi walks around the ward with his hands in his pockets. He shows a mysterious inspection before finally stopping at Maka's bedside. Let me see. Who is the most well-behaved? Andy? Vivian? Could it be Maka? Oh my. Looks like everyone's been working hard at getting better. Well, in that case, how about I give everyone a piece of candy? Reaches into his treasure chest pocket and reveals an assortment of hard candies. To place one by Maka's pillow, he lets other children pick their favorites from his hand. The children's cheers bring forth the most relaxed smile on the young doctor's face. If you had a goal in mind, it's better to stop overthinking and focus on what's right in front of you. Just like this, put on a coat, open the door, bring a bit of joy to the children. May I have another piece? Munchie? So it's back to Rihanna. Yeah, the nurse said you were the most behaved yesterday. Have another one. Which flavor would you like? Is something bothering you, Wanchi? When Dad's worried about something, he makes the same face you're making right now. Oh, Maka's condition isn't looking good. Natalie pinches the bridges of her nose as the quiet examination room makes her drowsy. Born with a congenital condition. Multiple surgeries are limited success. No strenuous activity before the next operation. Modern medicine has come so far, but there are still diseases that remain beyond our ability to cure. Nothing we can do but our best, I suppose. The professor's handling this case, so don't worry too much about it. You should get some rest. They got you working on night shift again. It's fine. I'll head back after the professor gets here. I'd like to hear the professor's treatment plan for Maka. It'll be a good learning opportunity for me. The professor specifically asked us to make sure you get some rest. Heard you fell asleep in your office chair again the other day. How many days have you been working non-stop this time? Shakes his head, deflecting the questions about himself as he turns to a final page. What's Maka's family situation like? Do you know what exactly his parents do in Babylonia? His hospitalization and surgeries require a lot of resources. And things may stay this way for a long time, possibly years. If his family's struggling financially, I can help apply for a fee waiver. Maka's father is his only remaining family, and he volunteered for modification to find on the ground. The casualty rate among military conflicts has never decreased. If his father falls too, the youth center will assume custody of Maka. Understood. Let's focus on treatment for now. Sorry, Maka. I didn't mean to worry you. I want to help you, Wanchi. Yesterday the nurse asked me to fetch your terminal, and I did a great job. Fantastic. I'll make you my assistant. If I'm your assistant, would you give me more wish cards? Are these wish cards important to you? Watches as Maka's expression goes uneasy, realizing the child hasn't used his anything I want cards in a long time. I heard Dad's long-term mission's over, and he'll be back in a few days. How many wish cards would it take to get one day outside? I'm gonna spend a day playing with Dad. If I don't have enough, could I maybe get in advance? Maka pulls out his colorful wish cards from his pocket, carefully aligning them one by one, each card pristine without a single bent corner. Have you talked about this with your dad? You're scheduled for surgery this week, and you'll need time to recover afterward. No. He bends down to meet Maka at eye level. How about this? We'll wait patiently for him to return. Then we can discuss when you might be discharged. Okay? For now, just listen to the doctors and nurses. Focus on your recovery, and I'm sure you'll be able to leave with your father in no time. The wish cards. I don't need this many. He takes a few colored cards from Maka's hand and returns the thick remaining stack to Maka's pocket. This'll do. Tucks the wish card retrieved from Maka into his pocket before turning to perform his routine check on the other children. Suddenly the terminal rings and the screen shows someone who hasn't been in touch for a long time. Pella? He's been on a long-term mission on the ground. I make contact now. Call connects promptly, but the screen shows nothing but darkness. Pella? What's wrong? You... What? I can't hear you clearly. Everyone's eyes seems to be saying something, but the static makes it impossible for Wanchi to make out a single word. So any communication is forced to be cut off. As Wanchi attempts to establish communication again, Natalie comes running in. Is Wanchi here? Natalie? And just... Wanchi, come with me. Now. What? It's Maka's father. His unit requested mass emergency medical support just hours ago. What's the exact situation? Oh, is that also Pello's group, or is it like it's happening at the same time? No idea. Everyone in constant maintenance is so swamped and can't spare even a moment to explain things properly. Just yesterday, that child said his father's long-term mission would end in a few days. He even told me their travel plans in such detail. It might not be that bad. I'll go check. Can you please ask the professor to come back? Without time for further instructions, Wanchi dashed to the Star of Life Emergency Center. It was here, as a small child, that he first glimpsed the other side of their world. Frantic constructs and doctors rushing about. Broken constructs being wheeled past. Still the same as back then. And he's a past since that day as he turns his gaze toward the window once again. All because we had to save those darling refugees. We got ambushed by a pack of corrupted. We just met up with another team and now... Great. Everyone's gone just like that. Do you know how long we were stuck on the ground? Finally had the chance to return to Babylonia, and now look what's happened. How many of us are even left? It's pointless. No use talking about it now. Can't make out what the constructs are saying, but their expressions are all too familiar. Anger, grief, confusion. Exactly like it was back then. Pull up the stats for this construct version and check for any internal cavity damage. Let the auto maintenance kit treat the external wounds and stop the vital fluid loss. No, prepare for vital fluid transfusion right away. Professor, we're running low on vital fluid. He needs far too much. Rescue Operation in Maintenance Room 6 has failed. Clean up there quickly and bring in the next one. There were still so many outside. Professor's face shows even more signs of exhaustion. Look for the severely injured ones. Damage rates between 40 and 70%. But some are worse. Resources are stretched too thin. There's no point bringing them in. This is an execution chamber. I can help. The busy professor spares him only a glance before returning to the emergency procedure. Connection cable. Now. Professor Chiron, I completed the construct maintenance course. You personally approved my basic construct maintenance certification. I can handle 2 emergency procedures at once during remote maintenance. I practiced countless times on medical equipment. Aspirator. Professor, I know him. He excelled in construct maintenance class too, even if his experience is limited to medical simulators. That much I'm aware of. When she stands at the entrance of the emergency center, speaking rapidly, for a fleeting moment he feels like a child again, lays tall as an adult's legs, with his view filled by the hems of white coats. There be another Pello standing there? Could it be Maka this time? Professor Chiron, I won't take up any maintenance room space. I can work outside. Please, let me take care of the lightly injured constructs. You. Please. Save those over 70% too. Start up a remote maintenance unit for them, and bring in those constructs who can still sit up by the door. I'm on it. I can't even remember how many maintenance procedures were performed that day. His hand covered in vital fluid never stopped working. Remote maintenance cables feel like they fused into his hand. Pain numbs everything else. Repair, maintenance. Turn around and there's another construct lying there in pain. And more repairs, more maintenance. No different from humans, really. When a construct's bionic skin ruptures, it creates the same bloody mangled mess. Stay still and bear with it for a moment. It'll be over soon. It hurts so much. I'll help you. It'll be alright. You wouldn't understand. Every time I come to this damn place, Archie's vision blurs black. His hands slip, applying too much pressure. Vital fluid seeps for the wound anew. His remote maintenance kit misaligns by an inch, drawing a cry of pain for the cross. Sorry. Disconnect him. Now! Throbbing in his head vanishes instantly. Watch he slumps to the floor as if his very soul had been sucked from his body. It's enough. Stop. Not yet. It's advancing Wachi's determination, more constructs come running through the airlock connected to the emergency center, carrying new patients on stretchers. 3 minutes, Professor. Give me 3 minutes and I'll be rested enough to hook up with the maintenance kit. Takes a deep breath, pushes himself up from the ground, and rushes to check on the new patient's injuries. Elevate the chest cavity, but don't touch the neck. Be careful now. Kosak's injuries are severe. His face is completely disfigured, but one can still tell he underwent modification at a young age. Lift carefully. Yes, like that. Wachi? Kosak holding the injured person instantly calls out Wachi's name. Cien, is that you? Wachi recognizes this veteran Kosak. He's serving the same squad as Bella's parents. After their incident, he helped take care of Bella. You still remember me? Cien closes his eyes in pain, looking more worn out than ever. Another mission gone wrong? Another... Yeah, it happened again. This time it was his turn. Wachi freezes for a split second before sharply looking back down at the nearly destroyed construct. Vital fluid stained the construct's synthetic hair, obscuring what was once a distinctive color. I can't bear to watch this happen in front of me anymore. A gasp ripples through the crowd. Karen looks up. Construct slips dejectedly on the ground, having laid down the critically wounded patient in his arms. The white-haired doctor kneels beside the patient, shouting for medical equipment while applying pressure above the amputation side of the patient's leg. Give me the maintenance kit. It's too late, Wanshi. Wanshi holds the maintenance tools, but can only watch helplessly as Pella's wounds, both old and new, covering his body, each one more horrifying than the last. He's still so young. What about a recall? Yeah, he can still perform a recall. He has no vital signs. No, there must be a way. Wanshi wipes his face with his hand. Instead of clearing his blurry vision, he only manages to smear vital fluid near his eyes. The world before his eyes turns crimson red, his hands trembling to the point of near spasm. Nothing he could do would make a difference now. The lifeless construct lies before him. Through his chaotic thoughts, Wanshi grasps onto a single memory. He realizes that this is the very first place where they met. Right then, Bella was crying and calling out for his mother while innocently exposing the young doctor's lie. Your mother will be fine. She's just severely injured and needs to enter stasis. Stasis? Construct stasis? Yeah. Current medical technology can't restore her mobility right away. She needs to stay in stasis for a while before she can be treated. For how long? Many years? Maybe after you grow up. How old are you now? 7.5? Then in 8 years. 8.5 years. Maybe when you're 16 she'll wake up. I can't wait. Wachi chokes back tears and lowers his head. You see his hand for Bella's wound. No vital fluid gushing out anymore. 16. When you underwent the modification, you were still too young. Why did it take me so long to understand? We've blown things up. We've made our noise. None of it matters anymore. Everything we could do was useless. Let's end this. I'm going in for modification this month. Why? It's just going to the ground. There's no need for modifications, right? There's certainly no need to rush it. No, it is urgent. The sooner the better. I'm done waiting. He'll never turn 16. Pella made his choice. He'll never confront the moment when the lie would unravel. Perhaps this way he could die while still holding on to hope. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Guilt is etched across Cien's face as mind shift warnings begin to sound. Several nearby consort carefully escort him away. Wanshi pays no attention to Cien's departure. His head hangs low. His hair, damp with sweat and vital fluid, drips across his forehead as he appears to be in prayer. Won't someone lie to me too? Damn, man, what the fuck? Can Washi ever get a break, man? Like, enough is enough. He's endured too much. My boy. It's just like Lee all over again. Refutation. The desperate work continues late into the night, as the artificial sky slowly shifts to its nocturnal state. While she leans against a piece of equipment, sadly staring at the aftermath before him. The gaunt professor approaches, peeling off his gloves stained with vital fluid. Tries to help Wanchi up, but Wanchi clutches his head and waves him away. The emergency response is over now. I'll contact your mentor tomorrow to explain the situation. You should go home and rest. It's not over. There's still so many constructs lying there. It's over. We're understaffed and under-resourced. The construct maintenance department can only handle so much, and pulling doctors from our emergency centers won't help. It's always how it ends after large-scale operations. The professor remembers something and lets out a sigh. There's no end to those who need saving. Was that fallen construct your friend? Not fallen. When she staggers to his feet, managing 2 steps, then has to brace himself against a nearby wall. Can't stop. Pello never came back. Maka's father is still missing. There's no end to this, but I can't stop. When she leans against the wall to catch his breath, then tries to search the maintenance rooms one by one, but Chiron stops him. You might want to look over there instead. Points to a metal box nearby. Surface also covered in vital fluid. What's in there? Nameplates. Sturdy metal box containing nameplates torn from various constructs, each one bearing their names. While she bends down, carefully sifts through the contents, piece by piece. He views engravings on the nameplate inch by inch, like a blind person. Some nameplates are so worn that the names are barely visible. Others are so shiny and new without a single scratch. Eventually, he finds Maka's father's nameplate. Found it. Take the nameplates you're looking for and go. You've done enough for today. What can I do? What? What can I do to save them? Who are you trying to save? The constructs? I don't want to lose anyone. Humans, constructs, any of them. He recalls his first birthday, that distant moment when he was surrounded by many, Pello, Melvi, Cien, and he made a wish. I want everyone to stay by my side forever. Professor, I want to transfer departments. I'll apply for an extended internship as soon as I get back. Why don't you go eliminate the punishing virus right now? I'll say it again. You can't save everyone. Don't come back here anymore, Wanchi. Pediatrics is far better than construct maintenance. Professor, The staff members approached from behind them, eyes meeting Wanchi's. Wanchi? Identity confirmed. Take him away. Oh, is this what, like, Nicola was talking about? No, wait, but has he even done that thing with, what's it called? Nah, but he wouldn't have taken part back then with, in that mission yet with Kamui. Oh, what's this about? You are obligated to answer every question I'm about to ask. In a closed room, several stern-faced individuals stare intently at Wanchi from across the table. Oh, was it like that communication he got from Pello at one point? Like, maybe what did he say? Did you go to the emergency center today and participate in construct emergency treatment? Who are you people? Do you admit to participating in today's construct emergency procedures? Yes. How many operations? How many constructs did you handle? Handle? I don't remember. It wasn't just a few. There were countless of them. Too many to count. You were about to receive your pediatric residency certification. Why did you suddenly decide to work with constructs today? It wasn't on a whim. It was... He freezes the person's before him and takes out his coat that was left outside. And fishes out 2 nameplates from a pocket stained with vital fluid. What's your connection to these 2 constructs? Wanchi points at Maka's father's nameplate. His son is in the pediatric ward and about to undergo surgery. I'm the doctor in charge. What about this one? Places Pello's nameplate on the table. He's my friend. Did you know he was suspected of desertion? Pello was the construct assigned for reconnaissance for this operation. He failed to report the corrupted swarm's attack in time, resulting in heavy constant casualties and a high refugee death toll. He went AWOL into an area with extreme punishing concentration. His teammates managed to bring him back, but the Star of Life later pronounced him dead despite their attempts to save him. Later, simulation showed his monitoring module and personal detection equipment were fully functional, and Babylonia's combat support system had warned him in time. There was no way he could have missed a corrupted swarm. Based on his history, we determined there's a high probability he will defect. So, maybe it's like whatever Pello was gonna try to tell him at the end. That's like what the truth of that was, right? But again, it was too jumbled up to hear anything. Maybe because of the punishing. Privacy design makes it impossible for Wanchi to see what it displayed in front of the staff. But the expression reminds him of the volunteer specialist from years ago. Casually reviewed his brief life with a few comments. Most importantly, during his absence from the team, he made one transmission to Babylonia. His only recent communication. It was with you. Yeah, I figured it would come back to that. Yes, I received his transmission, but I couldn't make out a word he was saying. Can you access the construct's data logs? Wanchi's heart suddenly raced as emotions surged in his chest, threatening to burst forth. No matter what happened, he would never desert us. Something must have forced his hand. The data storage unit in Pello's frame is damaged. Repairs are still ongoing. As for your other statements, we will verify each one thoroughly. There's something else. Before you went to medical school, you gathered people from the youth center and caused a small commotion at the exhibition hall, which led to disciplinary action from the center. The situation was handled by designated personnel at the time, so there's no need to elaborate. You could have just collected their nameplates and left. Why did you stay at the emergency center for so long? Why? I wanted to save people. I could help with the rescue, so why should I leave? These are your equipment usage records from the Cosmic Maintenance Department. You occupied a remote maintenance unit, and on top of that you wasted even more maintenance resources. Occupied? Wasted? You don't belong in the Cosmic Maintenance Department. You're just a pediatrics intern. There's a vast gap between human medicine and Cosmic Maintenance science. Never mind recovery. The survival rate of constructs under your care today doesn't even reach 10%. Looking at the results, you hoarded resources that other constructs needed to survive, leading to at least 8 construct deaths. Why would you risk imprisonment to do all this? Wanchi's fingers press hard against the table, his knuckles turning white, anger and disgust in his chest finally boiling over. Because no one was available to save those critically wounded constructs. They wouldn't have even had 10% chance of survival. Did you even see the chaos at the emergency center today? You... She catches aside the expressions and falls silent. He seemed well accustomed to such outbursts from across the table, continuing to listen to his statement with cold indifference, not even raising an eyebrow. Since explaining is pointless, go ahead and sentence me. Wanchi lets out a bitter smile and gives up defending himself. To him, this feels even more absurd and futile than that firework incident. Left in a dark room, Wanchi awaits further questioning. Time stretches endlessly. Loses track of how long it's been. Seems fitfully, constantly searching his memories to understand why Pello would contact him in such an emergency. He worries about Natalie discovering Pello's message. He's concerned about Maka's surgery. Someone enters the room and turns on the lights, only to find Wanchi with even darker circles under his eyes. Professor Chiron? A sudden burst of light makes Wanchi squint. Still make out who it is. Professor Chiron from the Cosmic Maintenance Department stands before him, holding Wanchi's terminal. Professor? His voice is bitter with grief, both for Pello and himself. Pello can't be a traitor. He never deliberately lead everyone to their deaths. I didn't waste any construct resources. I didn't cause 8 constructs to lose their lives. You can prove it. The professor doesn't answer. After a moment of silence, Wanchi changes the subject with another question. How is Maka doing? He's my patient. Please check on his condition for me. He's not stable, and his surgery is coming up soon. Don't let him know about his father. And the pediatric nurse working with me, she's also Pello's friend. We can't let her know about what happened to Pello yet. You may go now. This interrogation was standard procedure. Since your friend is at the center of this incident, those who leave no stone unturned would naturally want to question you as well. Fortunately, people out there are busy working on your behalf. They won't be coming after you again for now. Out there? Who? Quite a few people. Your classmates, the pediatrics mentor, and Professor Hippocrates. She was the first to notice something was wrong. Perhaps because retirement is approaching and she has more free time, she decided on a whim to check the pediatric resident's duty roster. This is where she noticed the most diligent intern was absent. In the constant maintenance department, the medical staff present could prove that your actions weren't a waste of medical resources. In fact, they provided new data. Compared to similar cases in the past, you've actually improved the success rate of emergency treatments. Not everyone has the clearance to transfer data from the constant maintenance department, Professor. Don't overthink it. All you need to know is that you're in the clear. They have no reason to fabricate false charges against you. These procedures are nothing more than a warning. I don't know what your friend did, but what you said in the emergency center today could destabilize a construct. Some truths are better left undisturbed. Not everyone can handle reality as it is. Thanks. It's mainly because they don't suspect Pello as much anymore. They inspected your terminal and backed up the messages Pello left for you. Only then was I allowed to come in and take you away. Messages from Pello? Brace yourself. Yeah, what did he really say? Pello's face flashes briefly on the screen before he points the recorder at his surroundings. Ugh, the signal's terrible. I finally managed to get through and you look like you can't hear a word I'm saying. Never expected the sky near the dead zone to be so blue. I thought it'd be red. Wanted to send you all a photo, but nothing's going through. Never mind. See, and the others are out there scanning for nearby corrupted. The reason I'm trying to reach you is, I think I saw something. I feel like you should know about this. I can't be certain yet. I hope it's just in my head. Approaching the dead zone. My inver device definitely won't get us through. Ah, he was trying to warn them. The only way he could trust to get this information is Wanshi and the gang. Maybe it'll take a decade or so for the punching concentration here to drop. I wonder if I'll have joined some elite squad by then. The elite squads all have such cool names. Some fly in the sky, some dash in the ground. And then there's Raptor. Man, Raptor? Just thinking about it gets me hyped. Oh, right. Keeping in touch with his class. Showing them photos of the real world. It's because there was so much evidence on that too, probably, right? My mission is to assist with the conservation area evacuation. Everything's been going smoothly so far. Don't know why there's suddenly a corrupted swarm gathering nearby, but they haven't moved for 3 days now. If it weren't just for safety's sake, I'd say we don't even need to evacuate. His footsteps come to a halt as he raises his wrist to check the squad signal. The leader called for assembling. I need to get back to monitoring the corrupted horde. About what I just saw... Never mind. I'll let it go for now. I'll have a proper talk when I get back. His voice becomes shaky as Pello runs with the recorder, his breath coming in heavy gasp. I wasn't planning to go deeper in, but I saw that thing again. I had to message you. I tried to tell Sia and the others too, but I can't reach them through special channel. It makes no sense. This isn't even about finding someone trustworthy to tell anymore. I can't reach anyone at all. If you get this message, you have to respond. Quickly. Wanshi. I followed that thing and ended up in some strange place. I have no idea where I am. These messages probably won't even get through. All the electronic equipment is being affected. I have a bad feeling about this. The image starts to distort. Pello slams the recorder twice but refuses to return to normal. Listen, there was a strange corrupted wandering around earlier. His punishing readings were off the charts. I think it's still nearby. This is bad. I need to get out of here fast. Is the punishing spreading again? The concentration wasn't nearly this high in this path just moments ago. Only 15 minutes had passed when the display grew almost completely dark. Those messages now become increasingly fragmented. A switch. Plan. Remember? Your willing exchange. I'm very grateful, but I never thank you properly. Thank you, Wanshi. I really want to be a construct duck. I want to save as many as possible. There are still many constructs, like Mom, that are benefits mediocre. Looked into Wanju, but the info seemed wiped clean. This time, the same. Wow, he was even looking into stuff for Wanshi's sake, about his mom. Pel's voice grows more and more distant. By punishing mind critical, I'm afraid it won't upload won't initialize. Might as well break. Can't go back. Wanshi, there's no way back for me now. The corrupted are here. No choice. Cien came. I dragged him into this. I'm sorry. That thing said I heard it anyway. Wanshi, it's coming. You. Corrupted shadow falls across the screen. What is this? Wanshi, don't come here. Please, stay away. Freezing shriek comes through the display, followed by Pel's agonized scream. Don't come here! Whoa, what? So he was trying to stop Wanshi from going somewhere, and he saw something. Wanchi's hands clench around the terminal. The day's grief has left his nerves numb as he listened to Pello's final message, unable to form a single word. With these messages, they'll probably write off Pello's case as an accident. Sudden accidents or corrupted are all too common these days. His leader Cien is still in the maintenance ward, suffering from severe mind deviation. It might take a long time for him to recover. After Pello's messages ends, another notification pops up. Wanshi mechanically taps on it. Wanshi, please respond immediately when you get this message. A few constructs just arrived at the emergency center saying Pello is their teammate. But I haven't seen Pello, and they won't tell me anything. Oh, my bad. If you know something... Nallie's voice breaks her emotion as she speaks. You were closest to Pello. You heard anything? I heard he was the only one for the entire squad who didn't make it. Go home. I've spoken with your mentor. She wants you to take a few days off. Can't rest yet. Maka still needs surgery. Then I suggest you get yourself together before stepping into the operating room. Wanshi pushes himself up, gripping the edge of the desk for support. Professor, I want to apologize for turning down your kindness back then. Back then, I couldn't find anything to drive me forward as a doctor. But now my goals have changed. Good. I'm glad you found a new purpose. I want to transfer to construct maintenance. Professor, you wouldn't take me as your intern back in medical school. And even today. Because you're too honest for your own good. Someone like you wouldn't be able to stomach the current state of construct maintenance. Yeah, the darkness. And recall. We can't save everyone. We can't fix everything. We can't even speak up about the obvious problems staring us in the face. The secrets we have to cover up only grow in number. And we tell ourselves it's for the greater good. You absolutely certain you want to join construct maintenance? If there's even the smallest way I can help. Karen recognizes these familiar words. In the past conversation, Wanshi had said the same thing. There's even the smallest way I can help. First, finish your business at the pediatrics department. Have a proper talk with your mentor, and come find me. Damn, dude, what the fuck? That evening, Wanshi, now a seasoned member of the construct maintenance department, meticulously inspects his tools alongside Professor Chiron as they both check their protective suits and prepare for the next operation. How are you finding the work here, Wanshi? The head of pediatrics visited yesterday. He said you're working harder than ever and warned me not to overwork you. He threatened to take you back to his department if I don't look after you better. I'm doing fine. I want to contribute more, and you've all been incredibly helpful, guiding me through every step of the maintenance process. Besides, everyone here works incredibly hard. Don't overwork yourself. Your health is paramount. Pushing yourself to the limit will only hinder your progress in the long run. Let's go. We're lucky today. Only 200 procedures left and the patients aren't seriously injured. Oh, right. Professor. While organizing the files, I found some strange documents that seem related to construct recall. Could you help me understand them after the surgery? Kyle furrows his brow as he takes the document. Were you alone when you were organizing the documents? No. Why? Forget this ever happened. Don't tell a soul. Don't look at me like that. This isn't some kind of shady deal. No, I have to admit, your ability to uncover these things is quite remarkable. Maintenance Station 4 is yours. Now go. Professor! There's a construct outside. What's happening? Her limbs are severely damaged and she's showing signs of severe mind deviation. You need to see this. Archie's usually cheerful assistant looks utterly distraught. So time to question it. Rushed into the maintenance room with the rest of the staff. Another special construct, huh? Again? Wanji, who's been trailing behind Chiron, finally sees the construct lying on the maintenance table as Chiron's size. A young girl construct lies at the table, her limbs shattered, with a pipe protruding from her chest. She forces her eyes open, trickle vital fluid escaping her lips. Her gaze fixed stubbornly on Wanchi as if he's her only hope. Help me. Don't worry, we'll save you. I'm setting up the connection maintenance equipment now. Doctors are already at work in the maintenance room, connecting data cables to the girl construct's frame. Melvie had warned him about these special constructs. Their suffering is unimaginable. Those who created them were indifferent to their pain. They're a product of tragedy. Pass me the aspirator. He examines the construct again, only to find she's unconscious at the table. Perhaps reaching this point pushed her beyond her limits. This is happening too fast. The mind bond, their alarms are blaring, the readings fluctuating wildly. Everyone's breaking into a cold sweat. Standard protocols are useless now. With this level of mind deviation, we need to brace ourselves for the worst. What if we try a recall? There might still be a chance to save her. Wanji's hand distinctly reaches for the recall activation device. Don't activate the recall. Professor, we don't have the resources to save her. Forget the resource drain. Her mind is too unstable for a recall. It would shatter once activated. We should probably mark her down as deceased. But let's give it one last try. No, I need to find another way. Wanchi unders are familiar now. Last time he said that, Pella was already beyond saving. He constantly replays that day in his mind, wondering what he could have done differently to save Pello. Every sleepless night, he replays the events, searching for a different outcome, a way to save him. Get that metal pipe out of her first, then extract her artificial heart. Why? I need to perform an external heart repair. He fiddles with his gloves, his eyes drawn to the damaged artificial heart. I have a background in clinical medicine. This is vastly different from treating humans. I have to try something. Professor, leave it to Wanshi. Everyone follow his instructions. Thank you, everybody. Remove the tube. Now widen the incision at the sternum and extract the vital fluid from the chest cavity. Yeah, that's it. Guided by Wanshi, the night shift attempts a maintenance procedure unlike anything they've ever performed. Despite their rigorous medical training, they start to understand and follow Wanshi's instructions. Their efforts seem to be paying off. The construct's mind deviation is stabilized, though it remains dangerously high. Isolate the main circuit. Prepare for external circulation. The system recoils as he opens the construct's chest cavity. A human-like appearance unsettles him. She looks like a child. She should be in a cultivation center, right? Professor Chiron finds himself gradually pushed aside by the flurry of activity, finally sending down his maintenance tools. I'm leaving it in your hands. Professor? Where are you going? I'll check the other two maintenance rooms. Follow Wanchi's instructions. Professor, open the main circulation line. Begin the vital fluid transfusion. You, monitor the mind fluctuations in real time. Understood. I'm on my way, Wanchi. It has to be another one of the test subjects, right? Carmen steps into the hallway. The motion sensor lights dim behind him as he walks, conserving energy. Suddenly remembers a scene from the emergency center years ago. A child with startling directness exposed an intern's lies. Later, he saw that same child in medical school, excelling academically. And there he was, defying orders, stubbornly trying to save the critically injured constructs in the maintenance department. Please, save those with over 70% too. And then just now, in a situation like this, I have to try. When was the last time I said something like I have to try? When did he lose the unwavering determination that Wanchi embodies? Was it that afternoon when the fire raged? Finally! We got the data we need. Chiron, our team won't be disbanded, and we get to keep the lab. Calling in front of him is crying tears of joy, clutching the latest experimental data and examining it repeatedly. Chiron recalls that his colleague was even this excited when his daughter was born. Aren't you pleased? I'm happy for sure. After all, I've been your assistant for all these years. He never sought fame or fortune. He used a minor research breakthrough to find refuge at the Zonograd laboratory, surviving the initial chaos of the punishing. Having reached middle age, all he wants is a stable place to make a living. A few years ago, I wouldn't have understood this feeling at all. What feeling? Now I understand his feeling of wanting to do something for humanity. Yeah. Every step we take now is a purpose. Perhaps one day we'll overcome the limitations of these clumsy remote connection pods. Perhaps we'll even achieve recall. It's a tragedy that those who perished in the connection pods, the constructs lost in battle, won't see this day. It's worth it. Everything is worth it. Their sacrifices won't be in vain. Chiron, transmit the data to Babylonia now. The information exchange with Babylonia continued for over a month, until that fateful afternoon. As usual, Chiron hurries to the testing grounds, recorder in hand, only to spot a small figure lurking in the shadows. Typical. Whose family are you with? Family? What are your parents' names? Did you get lost? I don't have parents. He steps forward and leads the child out from the shadows. Only then does he see the source of the boy's terror. He's a construct, his legs bound by restraints. What's this? The children avoid Chiron, often being quite rude to him. What's there to be so surprised about? Isn't this all you're doing? You people in white coats are all rotten to the core. That's impossible. Who brought you in here? No idea. Someone bought us and brought us here. 4 vials of immune serum for a test subject like me. Where are they keeping you confined? Oh, right, yeah, it's like he didn't know the truth at all. Except the difference between him and Melvi is like Melvi was kind of like one of the main people up top, but even she didn't really know what was going on. But for him, it's like he had been working so long and he thought he was doing the right thing, but then he learned the truth of what was happening. The boy points casually toward the other end of the corridor, indifferent to whether the people in white coats would catch him again. As an assistant, Kyra's never set foot in this dimly-lit corner before. Jumping with disbelief, and even a glimmer of hope, he steps into this place for the first time. This can't be happening. Kids huddled together, looking like lab rats for the golden age. The white coats are back. Hide, or you'll be next. It's testing everyone's mind stability today. No one ever comes back from those tests, right? Kyra says that the child who spoke in shock. The younger children follow sign as someone enters the room. Kyra? You knew about these test subjects? Everyone knows. You just don't have the clearance. They're human beings. They're just children. Since when did you have the right to treat them as test subjects? In these harsh times, The right to be considered human is something that must be granted by others. Human rights, huh? I've been your loyal assistant for years. Are you telling me the data I've been sending to Babylonia came from experiments on children? So this is the truth behind your perfect results? Your successes? This is outrageous. Everyone knows that protecting the next generation is paramount for the survival of humanity. This is a matter of the greater good. Karen gently reaches for the boy's hand, but the child recoils, as I filled with disgust far beyond his years. Don't pretend to be nice. You're just like them wearing those white coats. Experiments continued as usual that day. Karen still can't figure out if Babylonia's researchers truly failed to notice those suspiciously perfect data points, or if they knowingly turned a blind eye. No longer cares to figure it out. He had already made the most resolute decision of his life back then. Aided by accelerants, the flames violently engulfed the entire research lab. The fire engulfed the entire facility, destroying all the equipment and containment rooms where the infected test subjects were being held. The corrupted escaped their containment, attacking the defenseless researchers. Kyron waits for the Babylonia rescue team to arrive and discreetly slips the salvage access terminal into his pocket. He always considered himself weak, but exposing the scandal was the most resolute act of his life. Wow, so he did that intentionally? Oh my god. So it really was. And yeah, it wasn't like to out them or to take their research for himself. He just felt it was just so wrong that he had to stop it. Wow, that's crazy. Since then, whether captured by the military or working at the constant maintenance department to stay alive, the all-consuming rage that once consumed him was never returned. He's seen firsthand how this scandals ruined lives, including Melvi's. Melvi seeks him out when she hears he's been transferred to constant maintenance department. As Melvi enters, Karen shuts down the equipment. I saw it. I didn't make any major breakthroughs just like you, but some of the interfaces, I'll never forget them. Are you still researching mind technology? No, I'm just trying to confirm a few things. You mean recall? Do you really think we'll ever see that happen? I heard Wanshu went to the ground. Are you helping her care for the child? Don't tell me you're using this as some kind of atonement. I'm not here for parenting advice. I need to ask you a favor. I hope he pursues medicine one day. When that time comes, I'd appreciate it if you could keep an eye on him. I find it hard to believe you have no ulterior motives. This is my ulterior motive. A stable life as a doctor in Babylonia would suit him well, and he has a natural aptitude for medicine. What do you need me to do for him? If he chooses a different path, I'd appreciate a recommendation from you. As his temporary guardian, I should maintain some distance. Certainly. If he's qualified for an internship, should I recommend him to the constant maintenance department? No. He should avoid this field entirely. He shouldn't have anything to do with Construct's mind or anything related. I thought you'd create the thrill of self-sacrifice, always yearning to save people on the ground. I never expected you to be so invested in something like this. You're right. I was planning to volunteer for ground missions before Huanju entrusted the child to me. But seeing children, having them around, is completely different. You want to protect them until they can stand on their own? Chiron, only then do you truly understand the preciousness of watching a child grow up, knowing how many never get the chance. Bobby's tenderness is unexpected. Chiron wonders if her time in pediatrics has changed her. You do anything to protect them, even if it means facing the worst. Their futures are bright, and anyone who threatens them, they're all jerks. I don't understand. When we started using children in experiments, we lost our future. Our civilization is doomed. Even the children raised in the greenhouse and the garden offer no hope. That's not an option. Don't think this is virtue signaling. Even if you don't understand it now, one day you'll see Wanchi grow up, and you'll see the next generation of children. Then you'll understand. Wow. Okay. So it was that he did have hope for the future. The kids would be the next generation. And her appeal that Wanchi is one of those who could be to help the next generation was his only other light left. So that's why he agreed. It was a beautiful morning. Star of Life welcomes new talent. All of you are elites at the medical school. Wanshi, how dare you sleep on a day like this? Wake up and listen to the department introductions properly. Don't go picking some weird department without thinking it through. Stanley vigorously shakes Wanshi's shoulders, drawing the attention of students in the seats around him. I was doing some practice questions last night. Which department did you apply for? I'm gonna go into pediatrics. My preliminary exam results were just average. Not sure if they'll take me. I might have to rotate through other departments instead. One by one, professors from each department take the stage to outline their internship programs. Look at all those credentials. I wonder if I'll ever become someone like that. Natalie's eyes sparkle with enthusiasm. The hairband she received from the cultivation center still adorns her hair, showing signs of age. Why do you keep staring at me? Just spit it out. It's nothing much. I just want to ask which department you're thinking of joining. That's definitely not what you wanted to ask. You already dedicated your heart and soul to the noble pursuit of medicine. Nellie makes an exaggerated gesture of offering oneself to the heavens, armed raised dramatically. Who asked exactly? You're a terrible liar. Everyone can see it on your face. Fine. It was Pello. But keep my name out of it. When did Pello ask you to speak to me? 6 months ago. 6 months ago? He asked you to check out my preferred assignments, but he hasn't even sent me a personal message. I like getting out those group messages. He's been busy lately. I heard the elite squad is recruiting and he's interested in joining. Oh please, you're only interested in Star Life because of Aunt Melvie. What about him? He's not fighting a war, risking his life? I know. You don't need to tell me. Just keep listening to the professor. The professor of the final department slowly makes his way to the stage, looking down to see the fresh faces before him. I am Professor Chiron, head of the Construct Maintenance Department. Those of you interested in interning at the Construct Maintenance Department should be mentally prepared for what's ahead. You must steel yourself to witness death regularly. Your mental fortitude may need to surpass even that of the constructs themselves. Chiron studies the faces before him, young and curious, most of them knowing little about constructs. Also no expectations. Working in construct maintenance has never been a desirable position. Like every year, this department would likely attract no volunteers. It'll just wait for the list of students reassigned here. Professor, I have a question. This year is different. His attention is drawn to a young man in the crowd. His friends keep nudging him while whispering amongst themselves. This young man with heavy dark circles under his eyes is the same boy who, during career track selection, had indignantly shoved Chiron's recommendation back across the table. His features had softened from their youthful tension, his shoulders broader than before, all traces of childhood gone. Chiron can't help but study these obvious changes, realizing this is no longer the same boy who had once stubbornly insisted on searching for Wanjo on the ground. The young man makes that most timeless of human gestures, raising his hand high into the air. Professor Chiron, you're one of the authors of the medical school textbooks. I'd like to ask why you haven't updated the treatment plans for the latest construct models this year, when you usually do so promptly. You're the one who scored highest on this year's basic certification exam. I am. We made some changes to how we revise textbooks this year. Feel free to stop by my office if you have any questions. Delivers these final words and steps down for the podium. For the first time, someone watches Chiron go. Their gaze lingering long after he leaves the room. For the first time, someone actually seeks him out for advice on construct maintenance. Wanshi, you should consider an internship at Star of Life. Which department interests you? Just not construct maintenance. Just not construct maintenance? So I was your first choice. The young man fell silent for a moment, lost in thought. Yeah, I wanted to work in construct maintenance first, pediatrics second. I even interned at the neonatal unit. Well, happy to work anywhere I can help people. Professor, I want to go to the Star of Life. I want to save lives. And while Wanshi's golden eyes meet his, Chiron finally grasps the meaning of Melvie's words. Despite the uncertainties that lie ahead, these young people remain dedicated to their current responsibilities. They work tirelessly, their future brimming with promises they pave their own way. They deserve to be raised up. The light casts a dim glow in the night. Carmen paces the hallway for hours. Restless, he finally decides to head back to the maintenance room, hoping against hope that Wachi's plan might somehow save that girl. Right in the corner, he's met with a surprising sight. A group of doctors are lounging on the floor, chatting amongst themselves instead of attending to the restrained test subjects. Wachi, you wouldn't believe the types you find here in the maintenance room of constructs. Some are just in it for the military perks. I never see it as a stepping stone to a job at Cosmos Industries. Plenty of people talk about saving constructs, but if you're willing to put in the work. Yeah, I got it. I once saw a child in tears pleading for their construct mother to wake up. The emotional impact was devastating. I almost transferred out that very day. The system avoids Wachi's gaze, the memory still vivid. His fragmented pleas. He lived in constant fear that that child with the hair color of bruised plums would appear at his door one day asking for a mother. Tragically, the child met the same fate as the construct mother. Death. Constructs are frontline soldiers, Wachi. The damage we see here is far beyond anything a human doctor would ever encounter. No wonder most people can't handle it for long. Never had a case like this before. Not only did you give up a promising career in pediatrics, but you generally treat maintaining constructs as if you're healing patients. Take tonight, for example. Everyone was ready to abandon hope, even Professor Chiron. If constructs ever stand as equals with humans one day, you'll certainly be remembered as one of the most earnest pioneers who made it possible. And it's not quite like what you're saying. I just want to save everyone. That's all. Wachi. Oh, Professor, you're still here. How's the patient? Point towards the maintenance room, their eyes lighting up. The maintenance room door remains closed. The only sound is the steady beeping of equipment. We've done our part. The module repairs can be left to the next shift. But let's take a break. It's our first time handling a case like this. Say, Wachi, you're planning to publish a paper on it. Mind adding me as a co-author? In the light, Karen observes them. Everyone else is roughly Wachi's age. A generation raised in the gilded cage of Babylonia's artificial prosperity. Except for the assistant. Karen struggles to find the words. His lips trembling slightly. What is there to say? Should he confess that his long-lost faith, courage, and hope for humanity has been rekindled by what he once considered a lost cause? Or that he finally understands? There are countless Melvies, dismissed as fools who dedicate their lives to nurturing, to raising up the next generation of humanity. Thought consumes them, growing larger with every passing second. He's kept Babylonia's secret about recall for years. Every attempt to confirm it has led him to the same chilling truth. It's a lie. He never tried to expose the truth, believing it would be futile. He thought nothing would ever change. But Wachi, this child, is opening his eyes to new possibilities. What if he allows Wachi to forge his own path? Will Wachi repeat their mistakes? Will he follow in their footsteps? Will he make the same choices? Will he ultimately meet the same end? Professor, you should get some rest. We'll head back to the dormitory soon. The assistant and others rush to help Wachi to his feet. Wait, Wachi, can you stay for a moment? Huh? I need to talk to you. Come to my office. Karen turns and leads Wachi into a silent night. It was the moment that shattered the silent night. What? Oh, I see. That's when he told him the truth. Recall. Okay, now we finally looped back to that incident. The whistleblowers have been arrested. We're now examining the captured human for injuries. I can't believe a professor would do something like this. On the prison transport, Kyra watches Wanshi walk away from the airtop platform, a free man. He must take the fall. Wanshi must remain free. He told the truth about the recall to Wanshi that day in the office. Wanshi was clearly in denial. He probably didn't even register the last few words. The recall project was officially disbanded years ago. Every single team was shut down. The rumor of its success? A collective lie, carefully crafted to maintain social order. Wanshi, you're like a newborn, untouched by the world, pure in your essence. Melvi once called your redemption for many. I never meant to hurt you, Wanshi. I simply wanted to see what you were capable of. Blinding light fills the room as Karen enters, momentarily disorienting him. Intense light and the surge of excitement transport him back to the fire at the Zelenograd laboratory. What a glorious day. Several staff members enter the room, their eyes fixed on the traitor who tried to expose the truth about recall. How will I die? If I had a choice, I'd rather die from overwork. Wow, I see. Well, there we go. Now we finally see why he was willing to sacrifice himself by taking the lie that he revealed the truth, or tried to reveal the truth about recall. It's like, sure, he was Wanshi's boss, and Wanshi was still young then, but it's like, most people wouldn't necessarily do that. But I see. Again, thinking of Melvi's wish and his hope for the next generation. Man's in the seat. A transport vehicle makes its way through the city ruins. We should reach the conservation area in about half an hour, making good progress. It's the largest conservation area in the region. Once the detected corrupted horde gets any closer, we'll have to evacuate everyone. Fortunately, our construct squads are here to assist with the relocation. We won't be outnumbered. Shorthaul, we received a message from the conservation staff. You've also been warned about the approaching corrupted horde and have started gathering supplies. They recently took in a group of refugees, and many of the children are running high fevers. They're barely able to move. We have to evacuate them now. It's going to be a major problem. Wait, Thompson. Wait, isn't this the one that Wanshi helped back then? It's like he has a son? Black construct piece from behind the transport vehicle. Lots of kids? Why not leave them to be in Wanshi? I can carry several children at once. And Wanshi used to be a pediatrician. He's great with kids. Oh, okay, yeah, so it is probably just all of them together. That's not happening. You need to stay with us and help guard the perimeter of the conservation area. Let's try to avoid a full evacuation. Hey, Wanshi, do you have any basic medicine left? Transport vehicle hits a rock, sending the constructs inside lurching. Someone in the back stirs, raising his hand hesitantly before dropping it. Wanshi says, leave it to me. It's fantastic to have a military doctor who can treat both humans and constructs. Wanshi, since you're not a construct, stay inside the conservation area and watch over the refugees. All constructs spread out around the perimeter. Work with other squads to track the corrupted's movements. Be ready to intercept them at any time. Keep your comms open. Stay in contact. Don't forget to send the emergency signal if anything goes wrong. Constructs spring into action, gathering ammunition and preparing their equipment. Combat medic Wanshi rises. His worn white coat concealing the handgun at his waist. His mission for Babylonia arrives. What's wrong? Just received word that Babylonia is sending a team of volunteer doctors to that conservation area due to the infection outbreak. Looking at their kids again, and young volunteer doctors at that. It's a blessing to be treating children, better than losing your elderly parents. Isn't it great to have other doctors? This way Wanshi can finally get some rest. He was practically asleep on his feet the last time I saw him. Yeah, but our mission just got more complicated. Now we're responsible for the safety of the volunteer doctors as well as the refugees. Some Babylonians shouldn't be here. They're more of a liability than a help. I see plenty of those innocent and brave volunteer doctors, mostly young people. They have no idea what it's like on the ground. Shoto looks back at Wanshi. Wanshi, stay here and keep an eye on these doctors. Make sure they know where to stay clear and what to avoid. You got this? Leave it to me. Also, you must maintain regular contact. This conservation areas knew where Pello disappeared, but we never figured out why he left his squad. Don't think this is your chance to find out the truth. Don't get too involved. Right, yes, because I was wondering, are we ever gonna learn what exactly he was fighting? Well, not fighting, but what was he hiding from? He said there was a specific kind of corrupted, but we don't know if it's like a man-made corrupted or an ascendant or I don't know. I wonder if we'll ever get the answer to that. What happened to Pello? I don't want to see that happen again. Even now, Cian still can't forgive himself. I got it. Damn. Years passed since Washi was deployed to the ground. Over the past years, the original team had been disbanded due to reassignments and consort casualties. He's constantly shuffled between different squads, a lone figure in this ever-changing landscape. Babylonia seems to have forgotten about him, and he shows no desire to return. He occasionally receives messages from his old colleagues at the nurturing center, but he rarely responds. He's effectively cut himself off from Babylonia. He's become accustomed to entering consort battlefields with a gun, quietly moving with his squad, ensuring no one's left behind. It's just a mild flu. Here, take these and you'll be fine. Despite his coughing, the boy refuses the medicine, pointing towards the unconscious girl. No, I don't want it. Check her first. She's the one who's really sick. They're barely over 10 years old, all the kids gathered around him. At his words, they shuffle backward in unison, creating space for the volunteer doctors. There's no hierarchy when it comes to saving lives. You're seriously ill yourself. This isn't that time to be selfless. Someone else will care for that kid. Archie steps forwards and touches the girl's forehead, quickly pulling his hand away from her burning skin. No, it's different. The conservation area gave us some medicine and settled us on the outskirts. Now almost everyone's sick. We're out of medicine. I've seen this happen too often. Even a simple flu could be deadly now. Don't hide when the doctors arrive. Get checked. It's your chance to survive. Children peer cautiously from behind the young boy, the distrust of these well-dressed medical staff evident in their wary glances. You guys, jeez. You should all rest. I'll check each one of you out. The voluntary doctor gently helps the young man lie down, hint of sadness in their eyes. What medical supplies did you bring from Babylonia? Send me an inventory list. Oh, you're the consort doctor. I was wondering who you were. I can't believe you were just sleeping. Yeah, I used to be a pediatrician. I'm used to working with children. Give the others up their medicine. This girl's been feverish for too long. She's dehydrated. What do you mean? She needs medicine too. Aren't you going to treat her? Archie glances at the anxious boy, rolls up his sleeves, and quickly begins preparing the disinfection procedure. Please start her on an IV drop immediately, Doctor. I appreciate your help. Right, of course. Don't overthink it. Every doctor wishes they could save everyone. Sorry. Thank you. Only after the boy takes his medicine does the young doctor begin preparing medications for the others. The doctor's young, just like him. He watches her go, his eyes filled with admiration. Babylonia really is, like everyone says, an amazing place. Do you dream of going to Babylonia someday? Well, of course. Who wouldn't want to live in a privileged life in Babylonia? I'm sick now, but I have some skills. Maybe one day I'll make it there too. What's your name? Nathan. What about her? She's nameless. Doesn't even know where her parents died. She only recently started following us. Why are you asking that? Are you saying we'll be rewarded with a trip to Babylonia if we behave? Maybe there's still hope. All the children in the corner immediately turn to look at Wanshi. He shifts uncomfortably under the children's hopeful gazes, despite his vague lie. Well, you need to behave yourselves. Like, take your medicine. Don't fight when it's time for shots. Is that all? Really? They're good. Can they go to Babylonia? Can they get adopted? Later props himself up, firing questions at Wan Chi, desperate for answers. They lost their parents so young. No one to raise them. So they need someone to care for them. They can't even hold a pot steady when sent to get soup. Doctor, it is really a chance to go to Babylonia. Could you please prioritize her? She gets sick every few days. The ground isn't good for her at all. Look at him. He can't even wipe his own nose. And you there. Stop hiding and come out. I told you this before. They even bring several children to Wan Chi. Some are barely dressed. Their clothes mismatched and in disarray. The boy sniffles and nods blankly, probably not even understanding what Babylonia is. And you? Me? I don't care at all. Rest up now. I'll be back to check on you all later, alright? Unable to stay any longer, Wan Chi quickly packs his medical kit and rushes out of the room. But you're just a child yourself. In the end, Wan Chi never gets to say these words to Nathan. Wan Chi steps outside to inspect the medicines brought by the volunteer doctors, deliberately keeping his distance from the children who have grown up too quickly. Don't forget to distribute the rest of the medicine. I'm running low on immune serum. Need to restock. Oh, Wan Chi, what are you doing here? Natalie? You're a volunteer doctor? She shifts uncomfortably, her gaze darting between Wan Chi and the volunteer badge pinned to her uniform. She runs a hand nervously through her hair, unable to meet his eyes. Yeah, I came down here. I want to see the conflict battlefield firsthand. You know as well as I do that this was the last place Pella was seen before he went missing. Yes, I know. But I wasn't planning anything. It just happened that the supply run of volunteer doctors was coming through this area. It's incredibly dangerous. You could be killed by the punishing virus, the corrupted, or even collapsing buildings. The survival rate for volunteers is abysmal. You need to return immediately. I'm staying, and the transport's already left. Don't bother keeping an eye on me. I got just one thing to take care of. You've gone completely silent. Frank's been assigned to construction work in another conservation area. And most of the guys who turned to constructs are gone now. Everyone I knew had left. Especially Pella. Never expected to be stationed on the ground, but here we are. That's why I wanted to come down here. To walk in your footsteps. See what you saw. See what you felt. Be it excitement, despair, or even death. I refuse to be just another ornament sitting safely in Babylonia anymore. You. Before you argue, ask yourself, why are you still here, facing the dangers of the ground instead of returning to Babylonia? Save them. We can save more people here. Aren't you the same as me? No one wants to be that person again. The one everyone saves only to be left behind once more. Your way is to risk your life saving others. Mine is to explore this path. So don't worry about me anymore. Let me give you one last piece of advice. You can't save everyone. You'd better accept that now. Damn. Shortort stands guard at the edge of the conservation area, positioned closest to the corrupted horde. Gets down to the advancing corrupted and sends their bodies flying, growing power forming an improvised barrier around the conservation area. They just keep coming. Thankfully, they're only coming in small groups. With the CPF, full evacuation isn't necessary yet. He realizes a full evacuation is impossible now that he knows how many refugees are sheltering the conservation area. 3 minutes until the next contact. They can update me on where the corrupted are. What? More of them? This can't be happening. Shortort keeps watch over the detection device. For the past few hours, the corrupted horde has barely moved, but now, suddenly moving rapidly, quickly breaching the safe evacuation perimeter. A deep grinding screech echoes from nearby, making Shortort jump. Damn it, they're fast. The corrupted are here. This is Wan Chi checking in. We're low on medicine, but we have enough for emergencies. Wan Chi moves to an open area, waiting for the leader and the team to exchange information. But he waits and waits to no avail. Wan Chi? You heard from Shorthold? I can't reach him. I haven't received anything either. Strange. I thought there was a signal problem. But since I can reach you, the video feed from Thompson shakes violently. Thompson? Emergency evacuation. Everyone, evacuate immediately. Wanchi. Special emergency evacuation alert flashes on Wanchi's terminal. Signals from Short Haul, Kamui, Thompson, and every concert squad in the area. Get in the car. Move it. Natalie runs toward the evacuation transport, carrying the feverish girl joining the panicked crowd. Despite the sudden attack, everyone remains surprisingly calm, as if they've been expecting this. Wanchi, her fever is high. Someone needs to monitor her condition closely once we're in the car. You need to assign someone. Stay with her and make sure she gets in the car. No, the medicine. I left it behind. I have to go back. Wanchi stops abruptly behind the transport vehicle. Where are Nathan and the other kids? Who? There's only one kid here. I don't see anyone else. Natalie's never seen Wanchi look so grim. Before she can even ask, he pushes her forward. Hop in. Refugees reach out, pulling Natalie and the girl into the safety of the carriage. Wait, Wanchi. The transport's leaving soon. We can't evacuate everyone. Some will be left behind. You can't find them and you'll lose your own chance to escape. You're right. I'm not just driven by the desire to save others anymore. I'm tired of always being the one who needs to be saved. He runs off in the opposite direction. Runs through the crowd, faces blurring past him. This is the third evacuation already. Where else can we possibly go? Even the conservation areas aren't safe anymore. My head and everything hurts. Leave me behind. Refugees showed no sign of panic. They face their edge with pain and numbness. Those who can still run survive. The rest succumb to despair, finally giving up on this endless flight from death. Volunteer doctors, overwhelmed by the wave of corrupted, rush past Wanchi, their arms laden with equipment. Terminal screens are frantic signals. Kami's voice crackles through fragments. Corrupted! Suddenly, Wanchi, on your end. Don't worry, you should follow. Stay safe, whatever you do.
染色体だらけだ。あっちにも難民が。撤退する時間がなかったのか。まずは難民を探そう。できるだけ気づかれないように。正面突破もいいかも。カムイたちに気づいてもらえそうだし。シュトロールからもらった軍用鍵縄で上に登れそうだね。もう安全なはずだ。大丈夫？動ける？
みんな死んだ。生き残ったのは俺だけだ。
ここはダメだ。ついてきて。
なんで連れ出そうとするんだ。さっきの構造体はここに隠れろと言っていたのに。
構造体？見た目は？
確か手首に投影装置をつけていて。危ない！現在捜索中。バンジは難民と撤退したのか。わからない。通信が切れた。ひとまず奥に向かえ。合流しよう。染色体が多すぎる。火力支援が必要だ。
これはまたやり直し。
バンジ、どうして上に？探していたんだぞ。
あんた的確すぎでしょ。
報告、東側侵食隊の掃討完了。
やっと終わった。バンジがいてくれて助かった。
バンジ、とりあえず降りてこい。なぜ正体と撤退しなかった？
What's up, Dragon?
子供がい
I
ない
don't
ん
know.
だ。
手分けして
I'm
探
actually
しまし
kind
ょ
of
う。
interested how that works.
俺はあっちを見てきます。
ああ、分かった。十分に気をつけろよ。
しらみ潰していくか。
誰かいるか？
何をしている？バンジは見つかったか？
大丈夫。今はトンプソンと子供を探してる。
反応がない。誰もいないようだ。行こうバンジ、次だ。ここにもいない。
イワン、そっちはどう？
誰もいない。みんな撤退したみたいだ。
はあ？この侵食体どこから湧いてきたんだ？
ユア、
なんだよこれ。
ユア、
どうしてこんな侵食体が。長く眠れることは幸せなことだよ。激殺の時間。長く眠れ激殺する。目を閉じて二人とも逃げろ。俺はもう動かないで。すぐに助けに行く。
まずはこいつを倒すぞ。
無駄ですよ。こっちの方が手っ取り早いでしょ。
イワン、
何をするつもりだ？バカなことはやめろ。
Bro, what the fuck? We were just there! Men's in the Sea, episode 18. Dude! This is one crazy drama.
またか。
Wait, what?
目が覚めたか。
What the hell is
危うく
this?
さっきの侵食体にみんなやられるところだったぞ。
I am so confused. What?
難民が生きてる。今回は全員救えたのか。
I don't get it. What happened? Was the thing where I was sniping people on the roof an illusion? Like, it's what I was thinking while Wanchi was knocked out?
子供たちの居場所は分かった。ほら立て、急いで向かおう。
早く行け。ここにいたらまた他の侵食体が来るぞ。どうしてまたそっちに行くんだよ。
まだ子供が。
探してどうする。もうとっくに殺されてる。
我々の仲間もいるんだ。合流しなければ。
黙っていてくれ。
外に誰かいる。
静かに。ちゃん。
姉さん、君たちが。
お医者さんのお兄ちゃん。
今は出てこないで。そのまま隠れてて。まずは侵食体を片付けないと。激殺の時間だ。もう寝る時間だよ、君たち。激殺する。目を閉じて。これが僕が望んだやり直しか。構造体としてこの夢を見たとしても、結局何も変わらない気がする。
Wait, what the fuck was that? I am so confused. The battle scar construct stops atop their mind, gazing out the vast expanse of memory data below. This place. This is where we first found them, all those years ago. The memories come flooding back. At that time, I did find those missing kids. It's nothing like the simulations in my memory data. Oh, okay. Oh, right, because his mind's still unstable after receiving all those memories about Wanshu. Right. Okay, that actually does make sense. But why was he hiding that information, though? Again, I'm guessing whatever would pique his mind to the point of breaking and being unstable for this new frame has to do with probably whatever Pello last saw before he died, right? Because, again, he did say something about a specific corrupted and to stay away from it. So maybe whatever that thing actually was, like, it caused him to go crazy? Or it's like a trauma kind of thing? This wasn't some classroom quiz with multiple choice answers. There were no do-overs. He draws a long line across his chest, a reminder of the endless struggle ahead. I witnessed everything. At first, I found some refugees hiding in a shipping container. I decided to evacuate them first. By the time I got there, only one survivor remained. I was also attacked by the corrupted, left lying on the ground for I can't remember how long. Fortunately, Thompson found me in time. Thompson and I found Yuan, but his frame was severely damaged. We had to perform emergency treatment while waiting for Babyloni to evacuate him for intensive care. But Yuan pushed me away. A cloud of fluid soaks through Wanchi's artificial hair at the back of his head. Type corrupted and inflicted a severe wound. Even though this is alongside Second Chance, though he returns to the battlefield as a construct this time, his injuries are still just as severe. Okay. So it actually was the order of events in which things happened. Okay, I was kind of confused. But then why didn't whatever hit him the first time kill him? Right? Because he was defenseless. No one was around. There's no way Thompson came instantly to save him. Wanchi takes down the nearest corrupted with his gun and opens the door. I choose to believe in what my fallen comrades said. There must be more people, more constructs out there who need me. In the end, I only found a handful of kids. By the door, a dimly lit room reeks of blood. Huddled beneath a military cot, the children stare at them with wide, terrified eyes clutching medicine boxes like lifelines. It's safe now. It's safe. Come to me, everyone. Alright, give me a second. I'm actually going to be eating my dinner, so I won't focus these next couple lines. They weren't just wasted resources. Talican clamps down the refugees filling up. You mean our fallen comrades? Shortord's gaze sweeps across everyone present, finally resting on Thompson. Takes off his mask. Kamui managed to evacuate a group of stragglers. How many casualties did your squad suffer? Only Wanchi and I remain. Yuan is gone. It's his nameplate. Wanchi found it. Wanchi takes the scorched nameplate and pins it to his chest. Let's get these kids out of here. More of those things are coming. The promise. I see. That's why they stayed. Right. Or I mean the lie. God damn it. We can still do a bit more. Yeah, we can do at least 1 or 2 more left. Before the dawn. So they really did come from the dead zone. Babylonia warned us about this. On the bright side, we managed to get this many people this far. Let's assess what equipment we have left. If the elite squad can't break through the corrupted horde by dawn, we're in for a serious battle. Worst case scenario, we can all grab some EMP bombs and make a charge into the corrupted. This should create a path for us to escape. No one voiced an objection to this insane plan. Should I tap this communicator again? Remember to keep your comms open when the time comes. Short on. What did you do before you became a construct? The police. Huh? I was one of the first to undergo modifications. I wasn't exactly a spring chicken when it happened. Surely you've heard the term police before. No, actually, Yuan guessed you were a police officer before. I can't believe he was right. What for? Do it look like someone you trust? Of course not. You're the mastermind behind the EMP bomb run against the corrupted. Flicking down across the tops of his face, his voice smile begins to falter. Looks like you once learned a thing or two from you. Don't be like me. Sure, I don't exactly look like a saint. I'm definitely not one. Sometimes I wonder if I was born to be a protector. Thompson's gaze falls on the new nameplates pinned to Shorthold's chest. We're reminders of the Cossacks lost in battle. One bears Yuan's name. Shorthold quickly covers the nameplates, not wanting to prolong Thompson's grief. Contact the other squads. We need to secure the perimeter. We can't let those corrupted overrun us again. Shorthold rises from the ruins, watching Washington to a child while Kamui stands guard nearby, helping distribute supplies. This damn punishing. I'm sick of seeing people die. It's the darkest night of Wanchi's life. The sky above is devoid of stars, replaced by a sickly glow from the artificial lights that illuminate the makeshift stronghold. Far from the CPF, low on supplies, or fate slow to arrive, refugees teeter on the brink of despair, ravaged by disease and infection. I'm sorry. How much immune serum do we have now? We're completely out, and Dr. Natalie's out of stock too. What are we going to do? It's not just the refugees. There are volunteers with critical injuries too. Can we really just stand by and watch them die? Even the wish-granting machine can't conjure serum out of thin air. You need to collect wish cards first. Why? Kamui? That kid's already got 3 stamps. Just give him some candy as promised. Here you go, Wanchi. Scissors. Better sterilize those before you use them. Thanks. Kamui throws the scissors to Wanchi and then drops a heavy arm around the volunteer doctor's shoulders, nearly knock him over. If we found candy to supply us unexpectedly, who knows? Maybe we overlooked some serum too. Let me help you look. Come on, come on. You commonly sketched the anxious doctor away. Once you finally lets out a breath, he didn't realize he was holding. Just back down on the ground, laying out his suitors and the scissors on a relatively clean piece of metal. Doctor, am I infected too? No, we were in a rush earlier. You just caught a mild cold. Doctor, how's my arm? I heard like crazy before, but now I can't feel anything. The bandage soaked through, flesh beneath it ravaged by the punishing virus. Once you tried to stitch it up, but the damage is too severe. You won't feel any more pain. I can use some painkillers. Painkillers? Nathan said they were the best. Is he okay? Jordan looks towards the corner where a volunteer doctor's white coat is beneath Nathan's body. It's what cooks up the blood. Nathan's asleep. Oh my god. Nathan's asleep. He'll wake up tomorrow. Nathan, he saved me. And now, it's all my fault. We panicked when we saw the corrupted. Only Nathan kept us moving forward. If I'd been stronger, I could have led them to safety. Doctor, I hurt everywhere too. The doctor's hand trembled as he gazed at the small bodies before him, each one bearing the scars of both illness and guilt. You all did a fantastic job today. No one's to blame. Do you still want to go to Babylonia now? I have a few boxes of medicine here. They're very valuable and only for emergencies. You need to keep an eye on them for me. When dawn comes, people from Babylonia will arrive to rescue us. They'll take all the good kids back to Babylonia. He rattled several medicine boxes, drawing everyone's attention. I want to see who can keep their medicines safe all night. You've got this. Once you get to Babylonia, you'll grow up in the youth center. If you do well, you might even get adopted and have a family that cherishes you. Learn the world's most advanced knowledge and make more friends. His voice lowers and cracks with emotion. Until you're all grown up and strong. You can become anything you dream of. Engineers, doctors, artists. You can make a real difference in the world. We'll stand united against the punishing, and together we'll reclaim our home. Do you want that kind of future? You'll love it, right? Doctor holds up the medicine boxes, his eyes pleading with the children for a glimmer of hope. Raise your hand if this is the kind of life you always dreamed of. Children raise their hands in unison, their eyes fixed on him with hopeful anticipation. Protect these medical supplies with your lives. Watch each other's backs. They're not to be opened under any circumstances. Understand? Children clutch the empty boxes filled with wishes to their chests. These boxes are their tickets to a better life, giving them the strength to endure this terrible night a little longer. Surrounding adults stare at the doctor with hollow eyes, easily seeing through his deception. Just moments ago, he slipped wish cards into the empty medicine boxes. The medicine box rattles when shaken, mimicking the sound of life-saving pills rattling inside. No one challenges him. They all know what he's trying to do. He's just a doctor begging his patients to survive. Was that the corrupted speaker? Nice shot, Wanshi. Must have misheard it. Stands firm behind Kamui, fends out the remaining constructs protecting the refugees. 1, 2, 3. There's simply too many of them. A funny headache sets in, leaving him feeling drained and exhausted. After knocking down a construct with the refugees' help, he straightens up. Jay's head in pain. Spots a construct arm amongst the fallen. His expression darkens. Construct casualties ahead. I'm the only construct doctor here. I have to find them. What about us? Kids, the elderly, and the wounded, to the rear. Volunteers keep tending to the injured. Everyone else capable of fighting, get to your feet and move to the front lines. Refugee collapses, burying his face in his hands. I'm sick of this. Why do we have to fight the corrupted head on? What's the point of those metal things pretending to be human? Pretending to be human? We constructs were all modified from humans. And you dare call us metal things? If I were one of those constructs finding them punishing with their lives right now, I'd rip your head off. A splitting headache reaches through Wanchi's skull. Wanchi, Thompson's down. They're about to be overrun. He sees a ring, but he checks his equipment and reloads his pistol. His hands tremble slightly. Quiet. Everyone needs to understand the situation. If we keep losing constructs at this rate, we won't last much longer. Doctor, will you come back? Please? Be careful out there, Doctor. We'll behave. Wanchi! Kami pulls Wanchi close as a corrupted, somehow slipped inside, lunges at them. Kami fends off the attacker. You okay there? You look a bit green. I'm fine. Just go ahead. It says he's fine, but a throbbing pain splits his head open, making him feel nauseous. As if it feels wrong, as if something alien is trying to force its way into his mind. But there are more urgent matters to attend to. We need to hold this line or the corrupted will overrun us. My maintenance kit will come in handy. Take me there, Kamui. Watch out, Felbert. Hold back! He's infected! Thompson, the support construct, examines Felbert and shakes his head in dismay. My kit's useless now. And my leg's busted. As a miracle worker shows up, we're all as good as dead out here. Thompson takes a broken projector on his wrist again, but the device remains unresponsive. I've been meaning to ask. Is that your son? Yeah, my son is still in Babylonia. Must be a young man now. Hasn't Wanchi mentioned him? He won't even talk about himself, let alone share your story. Trailer slashes through several more frenzied corrupted, turned them back into the surging tide. Slowly onto the desperate gamble that might buy him some time. This attack is unlike anything we've seen before. Hoping Kamui make it out alive. More of them? They just keep coming. Get ready to set off. Bullet rips through the air, taking out a few corrupted. Great Sword follows, punching into the ground, creating a temporary barrier. Hey, I brought Wanchi with me! Under Kamui's protection, Wanchi leaps over the ruins with his life-saving equipment, which is straight towards the perilous area. He's not sure what's driving him anymore. Perhaps he just wants to atone for his past actions with these butcher's hands. He leaps down from the ruins, out on Kamui's heels, clutching the construct of bear bonus to his chest.
負傷者を助けに行く。カムイ、前方は頼んだ。
ああ、任せとけ。
状況を把握できてるかな。弱点見つけたよ。
やっと片付いた。ギリだったな。
まだ周囲には侵食体がいるから油断は禁物だよ。負傷者を運んでゲートを強化しないと。
分かってるって。俺も手伝うよ。
ゲートが壊れてる。
俺に任せとけって。うん、これで大丈夫だ。
Chicken's like, man, Lucid Dreamer's moves is a little tricky to pick up, huh? Nah, it is, because, like, I get how to do the normal things, like, with the orbs and, like, shoot him with the gun, but I don't know how to do like that, like ultimate move, because I just am able to do the normal one where I just shoot through like a plane, and then it's just like it becomes a stronger bullet. But I don't know how to do the other one. I'm gonna need to practice that at some point, but I just haven't gotten to that yet.
ひどい傷だ。カムイ、彼を頼める？循環システムが損傷してる。
助かるのか？
可能性はある。とりあえず運ぼう。もう安全なはずだ。
トンプソン、お疲れ。さっきは助かったよ。
カムイとバンジが来てくれたからだ。私のメンテナンスツールはもう使えない。
Trigger Sonic. Oh, so you get into that shooting mode, then hold or press attack instead of spamming right. Oh, okay, okay. I see. And then I press the alt after?
カムイ、メンテナンスキットの中のカムイ？カムイ？トンプソン
？Yeah, the ultra change icon. Oh, okay.
バンジ、
I'm gonna
し
try.
っかりしろ。侵食体が来てるぞ。勝者を後ろに。
カムイ、今の聞こえた？
え？何が？
状況を把握できてるか？この声、さっきも聞こえた。逃げ、誰が僕を呼んでいるんだ？
There we go. Thank you, Draga. I'll be honest, I've been trying to learn how to do that for so long. But I've been trying to do it like on my own, without having to actually look at a guide. Because I'm like, I usually just do it by practice rather than actually going to tutorial. And it's been driving me crazy because I'm like, I know I could do so much more damage if I knew how to do that other ult move. But finally, now I know how to do it. See, that just goes to show you, even after almost a year of playing this game, I still don't know a lot of things about the characters I have. Yeah, see, it says hold attack. No, I saw it. Thank you, by the way. Ah, boy, what is this?
なんだ、僕を待っているのか？なんだこれ。
バンジ、さっきからどうしたんだ？
おいバンジ、何かあったのか？
いや、幻想だ。逃げも。
バンジ、シュトロールのところに行こう。
負傷者を運んだら撤退しろ。お前は医者で人間だ。前線に立つことが仕事じゃない。
いや、それは僕の仕事だ。僕は大丈夫だから。染色体が僕の名前を呼んでいる。
気をつけろ、後ろにも侵食体が。くそ、 いてきたんだ。
これが状況を把握できてるかな。ガム、弾切れだ。
俺とトンプソンはまだ大丈夫だ。パジ、みんなを運べるか。
分かった。そっちは任せたよ。ニルゼン、ほら起きて。どうして救うチャンスさえくれないんだ。頼む、息をしてくれ。コアが破壊されてる。
数が多すぎる。バンジー撤退しろ。
違う、思い出した。
伏せろバンジー、爆発するぞ。
パンチ思い出した。
What?
全部思い出したよ。
Oh, what did he remember? What is this? Is it possible that maybe that corrupted is one of the kids, right? One of the ones who escaped after Wanju helped them escape? Maybe that's what happened to one of them? The corrupted was chasing after Mr. Doctor. I saw it clearly. Will they go after him? I don't know. Refugees struggled to maintain the defense line, but crumbles helplessly under the onslaught of countless corrupted. Some have already torn through the defense and are charging toward the children. I'm scared. Will we never make it to Babylonia? There's so many of them. Don't be scared. Just do what the doctor said. Keep the medicine safe. There'll be a chance. I won't go to Babylonia. I'm going to find Nathan. Girl runs to the corner and huddles beside the unconscious Nathan, only to be immediately overwhelmed by the corrupted. Pinned to the ground by Kamui, watches helplessly as the explosions flash and glows the construct's ahead. Kamui lies motionless, his injuries far worse than when they first met at the construct maintenance department. More corrupted climb over the fallen construct's remains, advancing toward the crowds desperately waiting for dawn. Death surrounds Wanshi from all sides. The explosion's impact makes him cough up blood, and he has no time to dwell on his own pain. Set drawn to his excruciating pain, his memories explode like fireworks from that day at the exhibition hall, scattering into countless brilliant fragments. Thompson, one leg broken, grabs Wanshi and Kamui by their collars and drags them behind cover. While fighting, Shoto manages to gradually fall back and reach them. Claps a protective mask onto Wanshi's face. Short halt. Up ahead. No one can be saved anymore. What did you say? I couldn't save anyone. All the squads are gone. Only Kamui made it. There was a corrupted... I remember now. It was... no, it is. It's the corrupted that they were talking about. The corrupted that called out Wanshi's name is far away now, but its words seem to have locked themselves into his mind, reason to let go. It's calling my name. I can't stop remembering things from the past. I just keep diving deeper into memories. I can't hear him properly. Come listen to him, Shorthole. Explosion just messed up his mind? Human bodies are still way more fragile than constructs. What did he say? Trusts his blade while leaning in to listen. Mother is calling me. Crap, he's actually hallucinating. Blast a way out of here. The kid's not gonna last much longer. I understand everything now, Shorthalt. Shorthalt. Back then, Pella also saw that corrupt... Shorthalt has not responded, so he just wipes away the blood from the corner of Wanshi's eyes and places a handful of name tags in his hand. Then he leaps out of the cover together with Thompson. They made this final decision. Thompson, here's the plan. Use the EMP bombs for close range so Wanshi and the refugees behind him can survive. Then we'll move further out. No. Wait. Oh, I see. So he's inhabiting this Wanshi of the past now. It's like he's going through his memories, but the current Wanshi's in there. Ready. Thompson glances at the broken projector on his wrist. The image of the little boy that had sustained him for years finally shatters today. My son growing up healthy, it would be nice if he could become a doctor like Wanshi. Wanshi was so startled when I manually detonated that EMP when he first arrived on the surface. If I set off another one today, he probably won't be surprised this time, right? Wait. Wanshi's cry is muffled by his mask. It doesn't sound louder than a pebble hitting the ground. Final explosion rings out as flames illuminate the near distance. By the debris pelting his already grievously wounded face, Wanshi refuses to close his eyes. He screams, feeling his chest vibrate with the effort. But all he can hear is a sharp ringing in his ears. His vision slowly fades to black. Corrupted bearing Wanshi's personality data stirs up too many memories, taking him back to his childhood, to those days when he lay unconscious in a hospital bed. He had a long, hazy, beautiful dream in his childhood. The details have mostly faded away now. What he remembers now probably includes the beautiful scenery, his gentle mother, and that conversation before he was sent to Eden. Sitting on the lawn, the woman opens her arms to welcome him amidst the fresh scent of grass. That's it. Keep moving forward. The toddling child finally makes it to his mother's arms, eyes fixed on the daisy in her hand. Wanshi, you must remember this. The daisy transforms into a connection wire where a sharp needle had sent. Freshly pulled from Wanshi's body, her skin still bruised from the needle hole. Soft damp grass doesn't exist in reality. It's only a cold laboratory. You're too young to understand. This is an alternative approach to simulate the connection between humans and constructs, different from remote connection pods. Who else remembers that our original intention was to help constructs achieve recall? A cooperation with outside orphanages was established as someone speculated that constructs converted from children would possess a more unpolluted and stable mind, making them more suitable for experiments. We had already strayed down the wrong path by this point. I'm no better than them. Leading you into those children's? No, those constructs' minds. It was all for my selfish desire to wake you up. Recall is total bullshit. No, it really is. At this point. The ground facilities are conducting mind experiments in too many directions. Most of them were left behind by the original recall project. The device doesn't just establish connections. It can artificially induce pathological conditions in construct minds. The experimental data should still be preserved in the research facility. But I have no way to transmit this information out, and I'm running out of time. The only one who can receive my message is you, Wanshi. I'm sorry. I never let you look back at the truth, but now... Wanshi takes the daisy from his mother's hand and turns around in a daze, gazing at what he believes to be an endless field. Many children stand together in the distance, silently watching him. They differ in age, skin tone, hair color, everything visible, and they share the same metal bodies, synthetic skin, and uniforms marked with simple serial numbers. These constructs fix their gazes upon the child in distant Eden, caged birds watching their free kin soar through the sky. I'm sorry. I took it upon myself to craft a beautiful dream for you. Sins are concealed with grass, needles and guns adorned with flowers. Truth is a blade ground from restraints, an elephant devoured by ants. My conjectures about construct minds along with all the experimental data were never meant for you to see. But whatever treasures or filth, they will all remain deep within your memories. No matter how deeply they're buried, their memories will surface one day, either triggered by someone you meet or an object you touch. As long as even a fragment of memory remains, you inevitably find your way here. What about you? And them? I will die. They will seek rebirth. 100 times in her embrace, trying to hold Wanshi close. She can no longer do so. It disappears along with the bullet. No one left to maintain the beautiful dream the mist rolls in, enveloping Wanshi in a pure endless white. Keep going, Wanshi. Don't look back. Test subjects kind of in unison. With ringing ears and blurred vision, the human slowly rises from the ruins, powered by one final surge of adrenaline. Keep moving forward. Keep going. Memories flood to the surface in overwhelming waves, each one revealing a truth buried deep within his mind for years. So many children transformed. So many people were killed and dumped in the landfill. Even you, Wanshu, had failed. Dragging a sniper rifle, Wanshu moves toward a red glowing tide of constructs. His eyes locked onto their leader, the very one he desperately tried to make Shorthaul notice earlier. So those things you told me in my dreams, they were all difficult yet important tasks, weren't they? It's almost like you got a mechanoid just to track me down. Even now, lurking among the corrupted, all just to tell me you want me to pick up where we left off. Is it here? The chip? Once he reaches for the back of his head, blood seeping through his fingers. He's determined to open his skull and remove the synchronization chip. I remember now. I understand everything. But now I need to do what I can right now. Once he trips over a tiny pebble, before collapsing to the ground, he props himself up with his gun, barely managing to keep his upper body raised as he crawls toward cover. Countless comrades will never wake again. Drags their bodies to a single spot. As a doctor, what he's done most today is not saving lives, but hauling away the remains. Refugees, volunteer doctors, those children, Ewan, Nathan, Thompson, Conway, Shorthaul. I couldn't save anyone. The doctor raises his sniper rifle, his vision blurred with blood. His shot is his last stand. He aims at the leading corrupted, the same who moments ago in battle called out his name, even embraced into a punishing virus. He feels utterly drained. The pain in his head fades into a distant hum, his mind a blank void. Now all he wants to do is pull the trigger. One last thing. I can still do my duty. First, stop the killing. Here. Even for a second. Even if I can just save one. The bullet leaves the barrel, piercing through the punching contaminated air. A shriek erupts from the horde of corrupted, as they had something, but he's too weak to even care. His strength is so insignificant, even with the cost of his life, all he can do is fire a single bullet. He doesn't even know if that bullet will stop a corrupted or save a single life. He's seen all his soldiers fall. Now he's finally done his duty. As a military doctor, he can finally rest. But he wants to hold on just a little bit longer. No. Not over. Long-dormant memories explode in his mind, torn of images and sensations flooding his consciousness. Roger understands what these memories truly represent. He collapses, yet refuses to close his eyes. Bright sunlight floods in his vision. Dawn breaks and the light everyone I longed for arrived as usual. Wanshu's the only one to witness it. There's no survivor. The rescue team moves through the debris-strewn ground, searching everywhere for signs of life. The refugee shelters collapsed too. Rescue operations are underway, but the first few children we dug out were already... Damn it! They had us surrounded all night, attacking relentlessly. Why'd they suddenly scatter? What is corrupted up to? That's unusual. I'll report this when we get back. I found survivors here. They're badly wounded. Crow marches over to find a human still breathing beside a severely injured construct. Carefully lift both of them up. Crow notices the human wearing a white robe, not filthy and torn to shreds. Is he a doctor? Must be one of the fresh volunteer doctors. Every batch of these fearless doctors who come to the surface meets the same fate. Guys, help get this stretcher onto the shuttle. Easy now. He's got internal injuries for sure. Wait, his eyes are still open. The voices sound as if they're coming from far away. Everything before Wanshu's eyes turns to chaos. His hearing explodes as his vision. The block construct is responding to the loud voice construct's call. Comes close, speaking in a steady, reliable tone. Contact Star Life and let them prepare for emergency treatment. He still has open wounds. We need to stop them from bleeding. How many volunteer doctors do we have on the shuttle? Get them over here. It's no use. The wounds are too severe. There's no time. Only a handful of the once fiery volunteer doctors are left. They're all staring at the mangled figure. Some are gutting it out, forcing themselves to stand and scrounge up what little medical gear they have. Others are simply losing their lunch at the sight. There's still time. You come over and bind the wound. The rest of you make yourselves useful. The blonde construct leans down to whisper in Wanchi's ear, just as Thompson once leaned down to listen to him speak. Hold on just a little longer. We'll be back in Babylonia soon, and the Star of Life will do everything they can to save you. Must remember, Shu said, what? Important memories. Please save your breath for now. Briefly wounded doctor coughs up bloody foam. His fingers still steadily curl. So there's something you must complete at all costs. Must live on. Modify. Preserve memories. Do you want to be modified? Blonde Construct's expression seemed complicated. Wanchi's vision is too blurry to tell. Only his voice echoes in Wanchi's mind. Do you want to be modified? Die as a human or live on as a construct? When Death is at the door, he's been granted a chance to make his own decision, his own choice. I'm willing to be modified. The world quietly closes its eyes and all chaos fades into whispers. He's compatible with the copolymers. It's a miracle. His bones shattered, pierced the lungs. He was lucky to make it to the Star of Life. Modification is the only... Very strange mind. Never seen one this complex. It's so chaotic. The mind is extremely unstable. Modification can't proceed and all the data within is about to deteriorate. We consume the most chaotic parts deep within the mind. It's acceptable procedure. Many traumatized constructs choose to do this. Honoring his choice to live on as a construct, they made what seemed to be the most appropriate decision for him at the time. Ah, I see. Yeah, so it was. He needed to in order to become a construct. And it was because it was such a dire situation that he didn't have a choice but to lock those memories. What's this? Shrapnel in the brain? Dr. casually removes something and tosses it aside. Oh, that's the chip, right? The synchronization chip or something? But a piece clinks against the medical tray. After that, he must have lost something, but he can't remember what it was. Life as a construct was a beautiful new dream. Been in slumber for so long until this moment when a bullet that traversed the years pieces through his head. My last bullet. Holy shit! What the fuck? Yo, this story is fucking crazy! Holy shit. Well, I mean, I have a bit left, but I think this is a good place to end the stream for now. But hey, at least I am making progress. I only have to do one more stream and I'll be done with the long goodbye. But oh my god, this is an amazing... You know, if I had to say, I would say this, so far, it probably is as good as Nolan's chapter, or his floating record. It isn't at that level yet, but it's definitely getting there, because seriously, all these characters, man. Like Thompson, Shortarm, Melvi, Wanju, Bello, Natalie, Chiron, and all of that. It's like, what the hell? This is such an intricate story with so many secrets in so many different directions. Whether it be Recall, the project, Wanchi's health, the modifications, studying the mind, and now this corrupted, which has become a danger to everybody. It all connects to that one corrupted. But again, it's like, what exactly is it? I don't understand. Like, again, is it just something that already existed before then? Is it a mutant? Is it maybe one of the child constructs that from back then that Wanji tried to save, but maybe they didn't find a place to call home and then they ended up like this? I don't know. But I'd be very interested. I'm very interested to see how. Oh, wow. And the next one is titled The Long Goodbye. Are you fucking serious? No! Great. Now I have to title this VOD and the one from before into something else because this is truly The Long Goodbye. What the fuck? On Short Haul Birthday. Are you serious? A fucking course. Okay, but that's 25, so there must be one more over there after that. But this is crazy. But seriously, how does this all lead to Shorthalt being the potentially the final boss? Again, I'm assuming because maybe that corrupted that attacked everyone and almost destroyed everything there. And almost killed everyone there. That's one of Lithos's experiments, right? And it took Shorthalt, or maybe Lithos took Shorthalt and used him as an experiment. Because again, I'm still leaning towards the fact that Shorthalt has to be like, he was the initial project before they used the Commandant to make Chaos. Because again, it's like, that's the only way they could have done that with the egg to know that that fusion is possible. But that's the only thing I have. And again, it's just a theory. But this story, oh my god. I am so glad I'm taking the time to do this now before a whole year has passed. Because, whoa. Don't get me wrong. Soaring Beyond was pretty good. Bridget's was great. Noctis, it was cool. But oh my god, of all the ones I had done recently of the floating records, Wan Shi definitely takes the cake. Like I said, if it continues at this pace, I could definitely tie with Noan and as top floating record in the game. Without a doubt. With the storytelling, with the gameplay and the dialogue. Like, they even have some voice lines here. It's like, good. We need some more of these. We need it in more floating records later on. But yeah, that'll be the end of the stream for tonight. When I come back to this on Saturday, we will finish The Long Goodbye. And that'll technically be the time when a full year has passed, because Sunday I will be streaming East 9 Monster Nox like I usually do. So, but damn, this has been, let me tell you, I've been having a lot of fun with this game. Like, it's barely like been below my expectations, and it has just like done so well over this whole year. It's been so much fun, especially meeting a lot of you in the community as well. Like, I wouldn't have met so many of you guys if I hadn't started this, and you guys have a lot of good thoughts and giving me tips on how to play this game and to make myself better and actually learn, aside from having to always just do it myself and just doing it randomly until I figure out the right button operations. But yeah, like I said, even though I will be finishing The Long Goodbye on Saturday, and I no longer will stream Punishing Grey Raven on Saturdays, that doesn't mean I'll stop playing Punishing Grey Raven. We will still do streams for other stuff, like for Woven Prologue. We will be waiting for Veronica's chapter, or I mean her floating record, and I also want to do Yuta's one, because again, I want to see how that Yuka Ultimate boss ends up becoming a thing. And then, yeah, we'll see where we go from there. But just to let you guys know, I did already purchase and install both the Sonic Crossworlds racing game and the Digimon Time Stranger, or what it's called, game as well. And I will be doing those this month, but I just had to figure out when I'll be doing it. That's kind of why it's like I'm trying to find what to put on Saturdays instead, so then I can try to put another one like maybe on a Tuesday or a Wednesday for weekly stuff. Like either the Digimon game or like the Sonic game, and then I'll do whichever one at any time I want throughout the course of the week. Not on a specific day. My bad. Anyway, let me give a huge shout out to DragonSonic12 for showing up to stream. Great chat with you. And I will see about streaming what's it called? Trails in the Sky first chapter tomorrow, because again, we still need to continue. I already did my grinding for that game as well. So we are clear to continue with that tomorrow. And again, I know I should probably immediately start with Digimon because it did just come out today. Like the whole game. The same for Sonic Crossroad, but again, it's like, I just want to get this like current stuff out of the way, because again, it's like, if I had to grind for Trails in the Sky later, then at least I can put myself on a good stopping point then. And then just put those other games that will have a higher priority at the start of next week, you know? Because like I said, I'm still trying to figure out the schedule, still want to try them all out and see where I go from there. But anyway, if you guys did enjoy the stream but already found the channel, please make sure that you follow. Much appreciated. Check my YouTube channel, post all the VODs, subscribe as well. Join Discord, you got if you guys not already. Links to all those are on the channel. But still, what can I say? This whole floating record is insane. This is a total hidden gem of a written story by itself. But yeah, anyway, this has been Xander's Voice. I hope you guys have a great rest of your night. I'll see you guys next time. We're out.
夜更かしはダメ。子供でもわかるよ。はい。アメちゃん。今日もお疲れ。食べたら休んで。あとはやっておく。